Back to the screen. Here I am. I'm gonna let you guys see this here, and then we'll get started. Let me see, where are we? Okay, yeah, we are here. Oh, here we go. Hi, everybody. Bye-bye.
What's going on, y'all, and happy Tuesday. I hope everybody out there is feeling fantastic this morning. Now, with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump off into these topics. And the first thing I want to discuss is this situation that's going down with Salt and Pepper. So if you haven't heard, this fantastic duo took the courageous steps to actually sue Universal Music Group. And we know who had an issue with this same label right before they unfortunately passed away, and that would be Miss Angie Stone. Now, with Salt and Pepper suing UMG, their main objective is to retain the rights to their master recordings, and in fact, they're invoking the Copyright Act of 1976, which allows artists to terminate previous agreements and regain control of their recordings after several decades. Now, what's interesting about this dynamic is the fact that the duo filed to terminate their old deal back in 2022, but UMG was like, not so fast. We're not going to honor it. So UMG's response was to pull Salt and Pepper's music from all streaming platforms. Now, UMG is playing the dirty games that they normally play. In fact, they're dragging Salt and Pepper through the absolute mud on this, indicating within the lawsuit that they will hold, or better yet, shelve Salt and Pepper's music, even if it means tanking the value of their music catalog and depriving their fans of access to their work. Now, Salt and Pepper argues that this is why the copyright law exists, given the fact that these types of disputes and conflicts happen between artists and record labels all the time, and they're saying that they just want what rightfully is owed to them. Now, the premise of this argument that's being made by Salt and Pepper is based off the fact that they signed early contracts, and they're saying that they're now legally entitled to own songs from their 1986 debut album, which was titled Hot, Cool, and Vicious, and they believe they should own the rights to songs like Push It, Shoot, and What a Man. And so they're seeking actual punitive damages along with a permanent injunction to confirm their rights. And the lawsuit that they filed against UMG estimates their financial losses could easily exceed $1 million. Now, here is where it gets super interesting and sticky at the same time, because UMG is claiming that Salt and Pepper doesn't have a claim, because according to UMG's attorneys, they're saying that Salt and Pepper were not direct parties in the original 1986 agreement, and the music was considered work for hire, which means it's a classification that will block any attempt to reclaim rights. And Salt and Pepper, they strongly dispute that. Now, as far as Spinderella is concerned, she was not involved in this lawsuit and wasn't a party to early recording contracts at the center of this dispute. So once again, we have artists that should be living somewhere comfortable, not saying that they don't have any money, but they should be living somewhere comfortable off of the music that they've made. And now you have the label that is trying to block them from driving off into the sunset financially stable. So ultimately, I hope that Salt and Pepper comes out at the end of the tunnel victorious in all of this. And let me just say this right here and right now, no weird shit that happened to Salt and Pepper. No mysterious car crashes, hospitalizations, so forth and so on. But anyway, let's move along, and I want to talk about the Diddy trial yet again. Now, I'm hearing from someone from a major network that's covering the case, and they're on the grounds of this trial, that Dawn Rashad shouldn't have even showed up for court. They said that it was an absolute mess, she wasn't prepared, and that Diddy's defense, they really went at her and basically dusted her in the courtroom. They found so many holes and inconsistencies in her story, and all she could say, well, I'm having a hard time remembering and things of that nature. But they weren't buying it. They felt that she was up there just spewing out nonsense and not having the facts together, or not having facts at all, because none of this transpired. And in fact, when Dawn first testified on Friday, Diddy filed a motion that same day to have her removed from the trial altogether, but the judge moved forward and felt that it was necessary for Dawn to testify because she testified on yesterday. Now, Dawn recounted a story where there was an incident where Diddy took a swing at Cassie with a skillet or whatever, and told Dawn and another woman that if they told anybody about what they saw, basically that they could end up DEAD. Now, I want to ask you guys something. Don't you find it extremely extremely weird that Aubrey O'Day isn't testifying. I understand that she has to be subpoenaed to testify, but she's been leading the charge, one of the individuals that have been leading this charge of trying to expose Diddy. And in my estimation, I'm gonna just keep it real, she was saying a bunch of nothing. And listen, feel free to drop down in the comments and educate me on something that Aubrey has said that was so groundbreaking as it pertains to Diddy, because I haven't heard it. Now, I've heard things about her saying that if you don't agree with him, tires could be slashed, this, that, and the third, but it was nothing that was so alarming that made me pay attention to anything that she was saying. And if I'm being honest, she just came across bitter to me that she was kicked out of the group. I'm just keeping it all the way real, but all of a sudden she just said on a podcast a couple of days ago that somebody within the group told her that something may have happened to her when she wasn't coherent, and now she's investigating. You ain't got nothing. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected, but I just feel like when I look at Aubrey, it's obvious that she has privilege. And if anything sinister happened to her, I'm thinking that the feds would have definitely subpoenaed her to testify against Diddy with the quickness. Now, the one thing that I will say that I admire about Aubrey is the fact that she didn't let Diddy break her. She was strong, she was courageous, and she just didn't let Diddy affect her to the magnitude that she was just going to break down and fold on national TV. So shout out to Aubrey for the strength that she showcased and exuded, because her inability to conform to Diddy's wishes is what disrupted his soul. And that's why she was kicked out ultimately. But anyway, let's move along, because I'm pretty sure some of the women want to know who were some of these workers that performed at these freak-offs with Diddy and Cassie. And the first person being, and I'm starting at the top left-hand corner, his name was Skylar, of course, Jonathan Oddie, and then Ash, and then Brian, then Greg, and then Jake, and then Johnny, Jules, and the rest of the guys are unidentified. So no names for them yet, but it'll be interesting to see if they subpoena these guys to actually talk about their experiences with Diddy and Cassie. But anyway, let's move along, because something interesting came out in court yesterday that a lot of people are not talking about, and it has to do with a freak-off request extended from Diddy to Cassie. I want you guys to check out what Miss Lloyd had to say about the situation, and I'll be back.
Another bombshell that came out today in Cassie's testimony was that before the Intercontinental freak-off that we've all seen the video from, she initiated the freak-off in the text message. But here's what's interesting. She had testified originally that she didn't want to do it because she had her music premiere. However, there is a text message where she tells him, we can make it a short freak-off. We just need to be there for a few hours. We can take and hydrate afterwards so that way we can continue on.
That's extremely interesting, because Cassie tried to make it seem like she was being forced to do that freak off. Now, she didn't deserve what happened in that hallway whatsoever, right? Diddy was wrong. Throw him under the jail. He settled for $20 million, whatever the case may be, right? But at the end of the day, she tried to paint this picture like she was being coerced, forced, and manipulated to do it, when in all actuality, all Cassie did was create a paper trail on her damn self by texting and agreeing to participate in these freak-offs. But anyway, let's move along, because Gene Deal was on the scene, right? Gene Deal was at the Diddy trial on yesterday, and I want to play you an interaction he had with a TikToker, and he gave his 2 cents on the situation dealing with Diddy. Check it out, and I'll be back.
Patriots literally just stepping out of court. This is crazy, guys. I was in the actual courtroom. I got in there, my man KK, it worked. Diddy made eye contact with me, looked at me and waved hello. He looked around and waved hello to me. Oh my God, this is crazy. So lots of stuff happening. Don Richard took the stand again. And guys, I hate to say it, the lawyer for Diddy, Miss Westmoreland is her name. She's a bulldog. I told her that. I saw her out in the hallway during a break. I was like, you are good. And she's like, thank you. But I mean, Miss Westmoreland destroyed Don Richards on the stand. I hate to say it, but that's what everybody coming out is going to say, that Don Richard was just totally discredited on the stand. Why? Because she had 8 different meetings with the feds, the government. Oh man, is that Gene Deal?
Yes.
Can I say hey to you for a second on my TikTok? Guys, this is Gene Deal. Yeah, I've been reporting on you for a while, man. I'm Secret Service Sam. Guys, this is Gene Deal. Gene Deal, how are you feeling, my friend? Give my Patriots an exclusive. What do you think's going on in there? Guys, Gene Deal is the main man. He's the bodyguard. He has been the one leading the entire front on this Diddy campaign.
That's it, right?
Right? I mean, besides Jaguar Wright, you're the most credible person we have. You're Diddy's ex-bodyguard. Tell the folks, man. You don't want to say much? Come on,
You already
Gene.
did it, Playboy.
Come on, Gene. You're always saying something. Give him something here. What do you think? You think Diddy's going to get off, or you think what are we looking like?
I think the prosecution is doing a great job. They need to keep up the good work.
Right.
I think they went real lenient on them because they could have hit them with way more charges
Right.
than they did, and that's it.
What do you think about Dawn Richard? Miss Westmoreland was like, the lawyer was destroying her on the stand, her credibility. She had 8 different times she met with the feds, and they're like, why did you not mention anything about Diddy threatening your life and all that time? Do you believe Dawn Richard?
A lot of people are traumatized, man. You know, you got to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at something that this guy holding their life in their hands.
Right, and that makes a difference.
Makes
Hey,
a
I
big
appreciate you, man.
All right.
Thank you for everything
Yes,
you
sir.
do. All right. Guys, that's Gene Deal. Thank you. Okay. That's an exclusive. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you, sir.
Started following you after I told you about that suit you had.
Oh, you did? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Where's that Secret Sam?
You're the man. Thank you. That's me. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, this was amazing. Just got an exclusive with Gene Deal. I'm getting recognized here. It's so much love here. Hope you guys appreciate my coverage. That should go massively viral. That was Gene Deal, the main security guard for Diddy, and probably the most trusted and believed source. And I just got you an exclusive. Look, everybody's chasing him. Secret Service Sam just has the conversation. Love you guys. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok.
All right, so you guys just saw that interaction, but I want to ask you all, do you find it interesting that Gene Deal hasn't been subpoenaed to testify against Diddy? I do. You know, he's been leading the charge. He has a lot of stories, and I'm pretty sure he's credible enough to get on that stand and say some things that will really be groundbreaking in the case. Maybe things he hasn't let us know yet that he will only say in the court of law. But it's just interesting, to say the very least, that he hasn't been subpoenaed. Now, before I leave you with this update as it pertains to Cassie's childhood friend being violated by Diddy, I do want to let you guys in on something that has been expressed to me, and it has to do with Clive Davis allegedly settling with Usher and his mom. That's what I'm hearing from credible sources that are on the grounds of New York right now covering this trial. I'm hearing that there was some backdoor settlement that took place not too long ago with Usher and his mom. Now, I don't know what it's pertaining to. They were mum on that. I don't know the details of it, but I'm hearing that right before the trial started, there was a settlement from Clive Davis involving Usher's mom and Usher. Now, I find that very strange if this is true, that Clive is settling before Diddy trial with Usher and his mom, because it makes me believe that there was something that was about to come out. Maybe the feds were going to subpoena Usher to the stand, or his mom, because there was a situation that took place back in the day, but I thought it only involved Diddy, where Usher allegedly had his back door split open, and had to be taken to the hospital and things of that nature, allegedly. But I don't know. It just sounds odd. But when I get more information, I will definitely bring it to you guys. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this video up until this point. I'm going to leave you with an update as it pertains to the Diddy trial involving Cassie's childhood friend, Carrie. And I want you guys to have a beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Peace.
Carrie Morgan, who is Cassie's former best friend, is on the stand testifying against Diddy. They are on a lunch break, and she'll be back to continue her testimony after lunch. Carrie and Cassie were best friends for over 17 years. She met Cassie on a modeling shoot when they were teenagers, and they lived together in Manhattan and were inseparable until 2018. That is when Carrie said Diddy physically her, and she ended their friendship for good. In taking the stand, she told the court she did not want to be there. She said, "I've moved on from all these people and their problems," and that she was testifying because she was subpoenaed. Carrie said Cassie changed once she got into a relationship with Diddy. She lost her confidence big time, and she lost her spark. In terms of Diddy's jealousy, she said that he would call Cassie over 50 times in a row, screaming at her, criticizing her looks, and questioning who she was talking to. He said Cassie felt like she couldn't leave because he controlled everything from her job to her car to her apartment. She felt like she was trapped. In talking about Cassie doing substances before Diddy, she said that Cassie did not. But she said Diddy often provided substances like...
Okay. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Good morning. As you know, we are on week 3, and they said they on 7, but we on 12. Because we start covering this here a long time ago, from the time that when they started picking the jury. We was here. Okay, let me see. We was here from the time that they started picking the jury. So anyway, this is what to let you know exactly what's going on. Yesterday, I didn't do too... Oh, come through, thing. Yesterday, I did not do too much, but I TikTok Live the microphone. Yes, it does. I got to go ahead and... Yes, let me get this here a little smoke. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yes, yesterday I didn't get in too hardcore into everything, but I am going to do it right now today. Okay, I'll do it today. Here we go. Y'all, I'm just setting up everything. Okay, here we go. This is something that I'm going to get you. I'm gonna turn you on. You know how that we do? We just go through other people. I'm just basically doing a recap of what everybody has out there. We have to read the notes from you have to read the notes pertaining to... Come on, thing. What's happening? Oh my God, I gotta go back in there. Come on, TikTok. Oh, this report. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna talk and see. Thank you, Wayne. We're gonna talk about what Willie D have to say. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Tuesday. Sorry that I was here this morning, but I had to run out to take care of some business, okay? So anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. This is what...
Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Need your help on this one.
Go ahead.
Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, have been thrust into the spotlight amid their father's sex trafficking and racketeering trial. While some people view their presence as a testament to family loyalty, others like Danity Kane's Aubrey O'Day says it's emotionally exploitative. Yeah, so she ain't with it. People think that these girls are too young to be exposed to something like this. They're only 18 years old. They just celebrated prom, and man, they were going in on those girls. I'm talking about them like dogs. Yeah, your father is this and that. Yeah, the same thing's gonna happen to them. And they were cracking jokes about the girls going to a freak off after the prom.
Look, this is not no joke.
They were dressed, both were dressed in red, and they were showing their prom dates, toting them out of the prom venue. You know, they were carrying them, right? And, you know, people had all kinds of just demonic things to say. Man, you know, when did we as a society, and I'm talking about everybody, man, when did we as a society get to a point where we throw our youngsters under the bus? I'm like, we hard, man, we are hard. We talk about this generation, the current generation, a lot. But the generations before them are extremely hard on these kids. And we treat them like a monolith. We just put them all in one big pot, and we ain't got no love. And we wonder why there's such a huge disconnect. The huge disconnect is not the fault of the youngsters. It's not the fault of the current generation. It is the fault of the generations before, especially the one that's more immediate to the current generation.
Thank you. How you doing, everybody? Welcome.
Because they're the ones who failed to teach
Shout out to
the
A.
current generation the right way. So whatever they're doing wrong, they learned it from the generation that came before them. I'm not making an excuse for the youngsters who are out there clowning and acting a damn fool, because when you walk into that courtroom, the judge don't give a damn that you had a hard life. The judge don't care that you were physically assaulted, that you were beat up. They don't care nothing about your abuse. They don't care nothing about that you went hungry many nights. You were neglected. You were left alone in an abandoned house. They don't care nothing about that. All they know is you did this, you get that. That's it. But my point is, I think it's very hypocritical for us to go in so vehemently on the youngsters when, man, we did a lot of effed up things too. Yeah, some of the stuff these youngsters do is way out of pocket. I'm talking about way far away from some of the stuff we did. But we still messed up. And when we did mess up, keep in mind, we messed up more than the generation that came before us. That generation was not that critical of us. They were critical. Yeah, of course, every generation think they're better than the generation that comes after them. I get that, just like in sports. Everybody think the generation that came after them were less than. Whether you're a fan or whether you're actual a ball player, an artist, we all think the music we grew up on was the best.
Right.
Our parents thought the music they grew up on was the best. Well, actually, I do too. But you catch my point, right? You picking up what I'm putting down, right? Most people, when it comes to sports, they think the athletes they grew up on were better than the athletes who are currently doing it. That's just the way it is. And the trip part about it, for any youngsters who might be beating their chest right now, is that you got to be careful what comes out of your mouth. Because one of these days, you're going to be the previous generation. So the way you treat others who are your elders right now is going to be a reflection of what happens down the road to you. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, you guys. Hey, okay, I'm getting ready. Hey, shout out, Wayne. I got on green. I'm trying to come on green. How you doing? Thank you, X, for coming in. Thank you, AKD. Thank you. AKD, I've been over there on your channel. But anyway, let me tell you. Okay, let's go. Let me see. No, we ain't going to that one now. We going to, hold up 1 second. Okay, here we go. I want to do this here. Go! Shout out to Kid QB. Okay, I got to put them right here. Everybody right here watching me. Put everybody here watching me. Got TikTok on. Wayne is on. Got this up. Okay, you guys, let me tell you something. You guys wasn't up when I came in at 4:30. And I stayed here about like for 2 hours with you guys, right? So let me tell you. Come on, let me turn this up. I gave you guys 2 hours with me this morning before I had left out. Shut up, Wayne. Y'all. I said it, and if y'all go and look at the rerun, y'all know how to get me over here on y'all know how to get me over here on. I gotta put this here. Put this here. Come on, tablet. Put this tablet here. I gotta put this here and put this here.
His past involvement in gay adult film.
Okay.
During an interview with the Christian Broadcasting Network.
Okay, let's just let that play for a few minutes. That's on something that he on something else. I got everything set, ready to go, Wayne. See, I told you guys, it takes me a little time to get everything right because I'm getting all the screens on. And also, too, I put TikTok. Okay. Okay, thank you, Wayne. I also, too, had, come on, shoot, man. Come on. I got TikTok on. I got an email from TikTok. So let me get them on here so that they won't know exactly what's going on. Because everybody, hey, that little Blake, y'all, I had to ride this morning. Yes, I did. I had to ride down them streets this morning. Yes, I did. Okay. Let me turn that down. Let everybody do what they want to do. Yeah. I'm here with your TikTok. Wayne, go and check out TikTok to make sure we good. Okay. Welcome, you guys. I'm ready. I'm cool. I'm ready. Y'all, how you like me? Y'all, I'm up here in North Carolina. You know what? It's a little chilly. And that's how things look here. Let me tell you. I had told you, Scooters. Then I said that Gene. I showed y'all that video a few minutes ago. When the gentleman was talking about with Gene. And everybody started following Gene. Let me tell you something. Gene been out here like about from the time that they caught Diddy. No, a little before they caught Diddy. So Gene really been going in dealing back with Diddy. I have told you guys, Gene was the one. Gene have an obligation, allegedly. Make sure Wayne go and get that part there. Gene had an obligation. With that Gene deal as a retired police officer, detective. With that Gene is a bail bondsman. With that Gene is a private, one of the top high security for celebrities. That is Gene. Did you see the short Diddy oldest daughter said? No, girl! I go and look for her. Now, I had told y'all, I said that y'all, and I told the people this morning, I said, when we start picking this apart yesterday, I say Gene was the one. Now, look at that now. I want y'all to go with me. Okay? I want y'all to go with me. The reason why that I feel allegedly she does not want her last name. And he has ruined her throat. Wait a minute, hold it back down! Didn't I tell you that? Hey, guy, how you doing, darling? Hey, darling. Hey, Rich. Didn't I tell you yesterday? I'm all over the place. Let me get this out here. I told you, when them girls is a model. He bought them into that. A big donation and everything to accept his daughter, basically like getting them into the modeling career. Let me tell you, I don't care what you try to get your daughter in, your sons in, or whatever. That's not any of that was your legacy, daddy, with this music stuff. That was mama legacy with the model. I want to do something else. I may want to be a school teacher. Now, with the girls, yes, I put up a poll yesterday. I don't think so that the children should be there. Now, them boys, as y'all know, over the weekend, those two little badass boys, Kristen and Justin, they didn't have nothing better to do but try to call themselves trying to bully what they up there in New York. Let me tell you what they did. They go around there messing with Cassidy. Okay? Cassidy's gonna have the baby. The next thing is that she had to basically call the police. They said to her, you lying bitch. You got it coming to you. That's what they had said to Cassidy, a pregnant woman. Wow. Let me tell you something, punks. If she had it coming to her, Y'all would have been on gave it to her when your daddy basically was saying, fuck that bitch. I really do miss that. She would have been on, you would have been on, reached out to Cassidy and told her, not because that she don't came and testify. No. She and your dad been finished. She probably was the longest one that put up with that than your damn mama. Because him and your mama was back and forth. Kim Porter and Diddy relationship was another toxic relationship. They was going back and forth. Same thing that Cassidy was doing. Kim did it too. But only thing dealing back with Kim was a damn fighter. Kim was the one that cut him in his thumb around here. Kim did that. Kim the one that when they make it into Beverly Hills Hotel right there in front of them. When, if you guys were with us, we had, hey, you guys come on. If you guys were with us, we had, we were with Roger Bonds over the weekend. We were looking at that and seeing what Roger had to say. Roger Bonds had to stop Kim and Diddy fighting in the car. And she put something on him to, Roger got out the car. The car was right there in Beverly Hills Hotel and was going back and forth, going back and forth. All of a sudden, the car door opened. Who got out the car? Kim did. Kim said that, now I want you, when you get out of here, I want you to tell them why you got those scratches on you, what you got it from. Okay? Kim didn't care what she was at. She was going to damn fight. She cut him in her own kitchen when he came in there. Okay, now work with me. Hey, where your mom? Well, you know I'm your cousin. I'm your second cousin. I'm your mom's first cousin. How you doing? That's good. Welcome. Now, y'all, we working on the Diddy case. I am, if you want to find me, I'm on Dolby Milton 3 on YouTube, okay? TikTok, you guys are in there. I see you. So I got quite a few of you. Shout out to TikTok for coming on in the room. I told y'all, with the career. Diddy bought them in that today. Them girls was out of that damn mess in the damn way. I was tired to look at them. AI is going to take the stand. AI going to say that he said that he telling everything and he almost, okay, killed him, okay? Y'all remember there was a guy on TikTok. Again, I'm trying to bring y'all back down memory lane. He came out about 2 years ago. He came out and he was talking a whole lot of stuff, what was going on in the industry. He was calling names and everything. Well, who did what, had the time and all that. He just tore down for a whole week. He tore down the internet on TikTok and Instagram, telling everything that he knows. Guess what happened? He woke up on the 5th day dead. Okay, so what is getting where I think what they saying that Gene may testify? Let's go and look to that. I think that just came up here. Just one second. I think I just saw this. Y'all know how I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna work it for you. Lord, he's watching a lot. He's not innocent. Okay. V said, give us a shout out in this song. Okay. V said, I will, darling. How you doing? I will do that. So far, Gene, let's say, let's go. This just came in 30 seconds ago. Let us get caught up.
Listen to Mom when she says, bravery resides in every heart, and yours is fierce and clear. Listen to Dad when he says, Joey, when you get knocked down, get up. Get up. Because if you listen, you'll summon the bravery to overcome the stutter, and you'll learn to stand up to bullies. You'll learn from Dad.
Okay. Y'all, Keith, our president, our ex-president in prayer, he in the last stage of prostate cancer. We will talk about that. Men, folks, we got to get into it. You got to take care of yourself. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to get us right here. It just came in with Jean. Okay. It just came through one of my Jean. Okay, here we go. 21 hours, it just came in. Jean, you need to be ashamed of yourself, but do what you got to do. Y'all, if it come back up, I get it. I get us in there. Okay, let me tell you. Dealing back with the girls. I put up a poll. I think so that people said that the girls, they said that the children, some people said that the kids should be at the courtroom. Okay? I didn't have no idea till today that the girls were just that young. Come on, what's going on? Just that young. Okay, ready. Okay. But just that young to be hearing stuff like that. Of course, hey Dad, how you doing? Oh, shit, man. Come on, Jesus Christ. Y'all stay down there for a minute. Just hold it. I'm just all over the place. Now, the girls are too young to be there. Yes, they hear by all this time that their daddy is a freak and their grandma is too. Yes, the girls are in the way that, damn, grandma, you would like that too? You would like how my daddy say that you have your palms out, your palms on the ground, touching your ankle and head down and ass up. Grandma, you 80 years old. Grandma, you like those young fellas. Grandma, my daddy set up the young guys to come to give you a thrill of your life. Grandma, you and my dad were sleeping in the same bed. The girls still had questions. The girls are sick on their stomach. What the public, not so much what the public said. The girls got common sense. It ain't what the public is saying. They got common sense. Hell yeah, I would live out there. Hell yeah, I would live out that damn courtroom. If my dad was that damn freaky deaky. Yes, I would have left out of there. To me, as with the girls, long as he go ahead and take care of me financially, I don't want to damn see my damn daddy no more. Because guess what? Because they got to live with that the rest of their life. See, the grandmama's 80 years old. She gonna take her ass over there on the damn tree and eat some damn peanuts and watermelon, and her ass gonna die. I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to tell you something. That's what grandma gonna do. She done messed up the boy life. She was in on to being a prostitute with the husband. He's gone. Diddy don't know his daddy. Because he was a toddler. All what Diddy know is what his mammy told him. Won't she tell him the real damn thing? Your daddy got killed in the game, just like you trying to be a thug. Diddy trying to walk through New York. Come on, thing. Diddy trying to walk through New York. John. Okay, let me see. Diddy trying to walk through New York like that. He on American Gangster. That's what he trying to portray out here on the people. But guess what? We are the scooters. We ain't going. This is a trial, and they say they may get through on the 4th of July, or they may get finished July the 18th. But dealing back with this whole damn saga of things, Y'all, we looking at between 3 to 5 years for this thing to be over with. Because guess what? They got, now, don't y'all know, allegedly, now you remember, hey, Jennifer, how you doing, darling? Hey, baby, how you doing, sugar? Tell your mama I say hello, I love her. Thank you. Let me tell you. Hey, Barbara, hey, anybody want to come up and co-host that you can, just let me know, and I'll get you up here to help me out. With Diddy. It's a lot of bones being buried. They got to deal with everybody. Now, they don't went over there to the UK. They told Evelyn and Jenna, you get your ass back over here. The UK said, guess what? We got a passport right here. Come and get our ass. They went over there and got Evelyn Jenner's ass over there. She over there looking like a rich, poor, white trash from the trading park. Allegedly, I'm just saying, let me talk my stuff. Thank you. I gotta go. Thank you. Thank you. You guys come through. Let me get my goals. Another thing is that starting the goals. Hey, y'all, come on. I'm gonna pin them up. Come through. Another thing, I have 15 minutes, you guys, on TikTok. Come out and bring through and give me a goal, okay? Yes, Cassidy took the stand, and that should be it with her. Because you know what? Cassidy told them that she was doing. Cassidy only told didn't fight that what he had did to her. Yes, when you take somebody away from when they say they don't want to be there, or you locking the door, or you blocking the door, whatever the case may be, yeah, you are holding them hostage. I was in my y'all. I can't make this stuff up. In my younger years, I was kidnapped, and the guy that did it had got 13 years from it. Always would stay on his record because that ain't where I want to go. Let's see. Oh, she had STD. Oh, urinary tract. That's so bad that he made her have sick. Oh, yes, he did. Okay. I don't care what you say. Cassidy showed me her hand Friday. When Cassidy had said that when they went down there in that tunnel, it was two ladies down there. One room was black, one was blue, and one was red. That's what Cassidy said. I wasn't in the tunnel. When they went, she heard some music. Down in the tunnel, like stuffy. Very, very stuffy. Now, don't y'all forget now, he bought that tunnel identified with, shoot, I forgot what name. It'll come to me right now. Shoot, I don't know her husband. Gloria Estefan. That's her name. That's basically how that tunnel went down. Okay? Now, listen up. Cassidy, you said to him, oh, I want to leave from down there. Get me out of here. I want to go. Diddy start laughing and say, okay, come on. You could have been no left. Also, to Cassidy, like I had said, you had an expensive habit. And that's why a lot of times why that you had gone back, because you could not support your habit. Okay? You and Diddy were dangerous to each other. Y'all took turns being each other. Okay? You was going around here like that. You was Mod Squad. Y'all going around like you were Mod Squad, telling people you would have somebody to 86 them, take them off the earth. Because you had no got bad. Then you said that I'm not going to do it. I have somebody else to do it. But Cassidy is not nothing wrong with it. In the 20s, Cassidy, you still trying to find out. It's not nothing wrong what you did. Yes, you did wrong. A lot of things that went wrong. Now you see years later. But Cassidy, you and your mother side up Diddy. Now, we know Gene is a snitch. When Gene worked for Puffy for 10 years, how did they find out? Gene left Puffy because he said that he could not take it no more. Dealing the fact that Diddy had slapped his mom. And then Gene told him, if you hit your mom again, said that he was going to beat his ass. He said that Diddy respond by that, oh, she know not to ask me no question me, and I handle my business. Okay, now, come on, somebody. How you doing out there? How's them doing? Let me know. Okay, that's basically what's said. What is going on with everybody around me? Okay, let me see. Come on, you got goals. Come on, give me my goals. Okay, let's do this then. Cassidy, you went to your mom. You showed your mama all the bruises that you had on you. You told your mom to take pictures of this here. Then you went back. You went back. You and your mom had decided when it's going to be a go. Report. Okay? And guess what it was? When you reported Cassidy, that's because you were writing a book and you were going through the 12-step program. And that 12-step program said that write it down, write a book and write a story of your life, things that you regret. That put it on paper. You went and wrote a book. Okay? Hold it there, things that you're ashamed of. Okay, now let's just now remember now, you had to go through the 12 steps. When you first come in the door, they ain't tell you to write no damn book. They tried to make you get it together. Also, too, Cassidy, how long did you stay in the 12-step program? Cassidy, you also said that you wanted to take your life. You asked your husband, could you take care of the kids? The husband must say, yes, he can. Then she did. You say, well, I'm going out in traffic and let somebody take my life volunteer. Your husband come behind you. But let me tell you something, Cassidy. You know what I caught you at? Because your husband wasn't always around you. You could have been ran out in the traffic or the sidewalk somewhere. We got scooters around this here bitch that they ride with scooters on the sidewalk. If you want to do that. Cassidy, you were setting up a paper trail. You were setting it up. Because you thought about Cassidy, with your career is all messed up, but it's not, baby girl. It's not, baby girl. Now you can pay for a whole life. Cassidy. Now, you can't play with Miss D, and the scooters don't like that. See, we'll be the one on that sidewalk waiting for your ass. You thought that Kristen and Justin was after your ass. The scooter will get your ass and run you over, Cassidy. Cassidy, you signed him up. You know what you was doing. You know exactly what you're doing. The whole time. I wouldn't say not the age at 22, but age at 25. You know you were gonna do that. You gonna get some of that money because you said that you never did have no money on you. He always had the black card. He had one of his security to take you here and there. Cassidy, like I say, you wasn't on trial. Then the fact that how much that he beat you, you was on there for the trafficking. Okay, and the drugs. Okay, now, Sean, you so damn smart. You so damn smart, Sean Cone, till you smart damn dumb. Come on, somebody. Come on in the room now. You so smart till you smart damn dumb. You should have did a damn Jay-Z. Where the girl at? Why her name gotta be John Doe? Let me see more about this here. But know what you did? When the girl asked for 30,000, you say I give you 30 million. You say I give you 20 million. Take this here and going on down the road. All the while that you could, if you were to see how that she talked in court, it would have been a little iffy in what she was saying. It does not matter. Is Cassidy gay? Diddy paid Cassidy off? Diddy paid Cassidy off for her abuse? If Diddy knew that this trial was coming up and he was gonna get picked up, he went out and paid Cassidy. Because guess what? In the back of his mind, I already done damn got caught. You so smart, Diddy, till you smart, damn dumb. You so smart, Diddy, till you didn't have no idea. Yes, you did have some idea, but you didn't give a damn. You don't care a goddamn thing about your damn children. You didn't care. How many times that you don't really pop them boys upside their damn head for doing all kind of what they call the F shit around out here in these streets? How many times did you hit them boys across their head? And is they all right? No, they not all right, because with you knock them upside the head, that's why they went over there to that woman's house. When that little young man, Cassidy husband already on threatened Diddy. When Cassidy and him were trying to get together, we gonna be together. Hold on a second. I gotta turn it down. He already told Diddy, I'm coming for her. And I'm not afraid of you. Diddy didn't go and rescue and get Cassidy, did he? Let me tell you something. The way how the old boys is going, Diddy been want them to get popped with a lid. He don't put so much in these boys' head like they bigger than damn life. Okay, thank you. That they are bigger than life. All the while, they still got milk around their mouth. They don't even know how to lift up their damn nuts. When I'm talking here, we grown, ain't we? They don't even know how to pick up their damn their nuts and watch that damn pull back that damn foot. I am trying to work. Hold up 1 second. Give me a milk. I say to the moderators, y'all need me. Y'all know how to get me. Same way how Wayne just did. Diddy didn't care about them damn children. When you got to pay out money for everything, basically what you do, and with the vacation and all the period, you're not having a good time. Because of course, when you spend $1 and you think so, you're gonna make thousands to replace that dollar. Okay. Thank you. You probably want to go over there. You probably want to go over there and find something. Did in fact with Smokey Robinson and Shannon Sharp. That's the email there. Okay, let's go. Hey, Krista, how y'all doing? Hey, Jess Rhonda. Okay. He didn't care about them damn children. Only thing that, like I Cat Williams say, you got to tell Diddy, no, Diddy just want to party. He lived for the weekend. He lived when 12 o'clock come twice a day. You do not want to be around Diddy after 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock only comes twice a day. He changes. You don't want to be around Diddy when 12 o'clock comes. Because that's when he going to start getting high and doing all the other things. And y'all, let me tell you what happened. I heard Gene say that they really haven't made no music since what, 2007? They basically producing, doing upgrades, but they have not made no music. Okay. So guess what? He don't goddamn tired. How you doing, Celine? Hey, he don't goddamn tired. Because I saw him being damn tired. Let's go here. Diddy didn't care nothing about those boys. He got them boys thinking that if they get shot, don't worry about it. You get back up and just walk. No problem. No problem. Daddy got money. They out here bonding with that pregnant woman, knowing that that pregnant woman's son, Cassidy's husband. What his name? Billy Ray? They know good and down. Billy Ray know karate, judo, and all that other. And he is a bodybuilder. Y'all over there bond with him? What would happen if he were to came outside when y'all was out there bonding with Cassidy? What would happen? You two punks wouldn't be able to handle that, would you? You just like your damn daddy. You a goddamn chicken. What man gonna call you up on the phone? Sean, Diddy, you got a gun behind your back, one in your chest, one in your pocket, one in your sock. What damn white kid gonna call you and say, let me tell you something, I'm getting Cassidy. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. I'm not afraid of you. What the hell did Diddy do? Back the fuck up. Everybody else that came in contact with Cassidy, Diddy threatened them. That's why Kim Porter couldn't keep no man. Did the fact that Diddy threatened them. But guess what? That white boy was willing on to lay his life on the line for his damn woman. Praise God. We still got some real men out here. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter what color that they come in. It's some real men out here. It ain't nothing that Diddy could do but take his old sissified ass somewhere and sit in the goddamn chair and continue playing with himself. Playing with his damn nuts, because the people say that it's a Tootsie Roll down there. Mary J. Blige, I put the schedule up. Mary J. Blige is there for the testify. If Mary J., you got T.G. Jakes, you got Mariah Carey. We ain't talking about the Kardashian trash. We don't want to hear a goddamn thing what they got to say. Okay? Because they'll be in the courtroom trying to see what black man who they can get a hold to when they don't slept with a whole everybody in the industry and don't slept with what them people call everybody on the basketball team. So who want to hear for a bunch of hoes and sluts? I'm not happy with the Kardashians. So who cares? They'll do anything to come along to get along thing. Them gals is so disappointed because they ass is damn white. With them mixed damn zero damn kids. Yeah, she on the paper to take the stand. Diddy, Gene had a responsibility. That's just like that. I don't care what no NDA that what you sign. No NDA does not tell you if you see somebody murking somebody, a SA somebody, you don't tell. That's a damn lie. No. That's why it's very important of reading the fine print. When it came down to reading the paper, what did Justin tell the people? No, just sign here. You ain't got to read it. It's just saying that what happened in the party stays in the party, right? So I guess everywhere we go to Vegas, what happened in Vegas, it stays in Vegas. Because if you don't let it stay in Vegas, that means everybody don't come to Vegas to have a good time like you don't have. What happened? Gene quit the job. Gene Deal quit the job and Gene went and reported him. So when Gene left, Gene been gone over 10 years from his bodyguard. And Gene started telling because that he had a right to. Because Gene said that he got a daughter. He wouldn't want to see nobody. Didn't say that Cassie was a baby. He could not even, he couldn't take it no more. It was making him sick on his stomach. That's what Gene said. Gene the one that told it. And everybody else that worked with Diddy, all of them got a bad taste in their mouth dealing back with that damn man. Even down to his damn daughters. All of them got a bad taste in their mouth dealing back with Diddy. How could you teach your son, your kids? How could you bring your kids to their death? Ain't that what your daddy did? The daddy that you don't know nothing about, that what your mama showed you, that your daddy had you, you were 3 years old, your mama showed you, you was on your daddy's knees. You still don't know that damn man. How y'all doing? Come on in the room now. You don't know that damn man. Your mama had to tell you that's your daddy there on the picture, and that's you sitting on the lap. That's all that you damn know. So, other words, your daddy ain't teach you a damn thing, Sean. It was your damn mama. And also, too, Sean, y'all, I'm not hollering at you. I'm just trying to make a point. Also, too, Sean Diddy, you say you're from Holland. What street? What street? What you know about Holland? You took on the name Holland. Then the fact that what happened in the 70s when they had that big drug bust. Then you try to walk your ass around here in the streets like that. You American gangster. You want to be bad so goddamn bad and want it and want somebody basically to love you because you got an ain't shit mama that basically what she did. Y'all had to keep it on going. Your mother know everything about what you had done did. Because guess what? You got it from your mama. Your daddy was dead. That's who did it. Now you want to send this here down as the Cone clan. Send this on down there. This is what you do. That's bullshit. Why did your son then go and knock on Cassidy's door? They went there to the house. They will follow her. Why they ain't, when she stopped that red light, why they ain't going to open up the car door and yank her out of the car? You lying bitch, and this company, I'm going to give you this here. Why they didn't do it? Because they ain't goddamn bad. They scared of the goddamn law. They know what happened. Check this out, y'all. TikTok. Their allowance is $10,000 a month. I don't know if $10 for each kid, $10,000 for each kid, $10,000 in a whole. All them kids that he got, so it can't be all them kids that he got, it cannot be as a whole. So it gotta be, I'm gonna say allegedly $10,000 a month. Them young ladies, 18 years old, they cannot buy a goddamn career. Because the last name is Cone. I told y'all, did in fact with Harvard. I told y'all that was Howard University. That's right. Yeah, Frank Lucas. You know, I'm friends with Frank Lucas' cousin. I'm friends with her. She's right here in North Carolina. That's where he's from. How y'all doing today? I'm here. Sean Cone is ugly. Let's don't look at the behavior. Look at everybody around him. Everybody around him got a pretty light-skinned thing or whatever on their arm. Everybody got somebody that damn love. He the only body around here is doing this. I'm just allegedly, we just don't work on Sean, is doing all this damn crazy ass shit. Now we don't got rid of what's his name? R. Kelly. R. Kelly has said Diddy and Jay-Z is worse than him. Is worse than him. R. Kelly said Suge Knight said that Diddy, R. Kelly, and Jay-Z need to be in jail with him. They were shooting damn shots at that. Now they going to get Suge Knight. I don't know. It was surprised that Suge Knight have to testify because they were doing this stuff when he was out. Okay, let's talk a little bit more. Okay, I don't got something right here. Cassidy mom is, we gonna see, it should be like lunchtime. I get the signal right here. Cassidy mom is due to testify. Cassidy mom. Now don't get up there like your damn daughter and fuck it up. Now I want you to listen to me, Cassidy mom. I want you to tell the truth. Didn't you and your daughter playing this here on Diddy? See, I can play both sides. And they ain't got to choose to us neither side. Neither one of the side I can choose from. I just can play right down the middle. Then you and your daughter playing that on Diddy. Look at my back. Look at this scar. Oh, daughter, I got this sit camera. I got this one. Go back and let him do it some more so we can get some more. Yes, sir, baby. You gonna get rich after this. Oh yeah, we gonna be sad. Just go with it. Then she come back. Look, mama, take some more picture. Yeah, okay. Go back out there. All these here gonna need millions and millions of dollars of you daughter. Everybody that came in contact with Sean is mad. Mad people. It's angry at a mad man that don't know how to smile. Y'all, I seen so many pictures identified with Diddy, where the camera caught him looking another way, but he had that little shitty ass grin on his face, but the camera caught him looking another type of way. And let me tell you something, when it's on you, they said fake it until you make it, but when you don't make it, you're supposed to leave shit alone. The camera caught him on all kinds of angle. Didn't fact that he go, take the smile off, then did the fact that it showed one time when he did cast like this here, like how to answer the report. Do I think Cassidy and her mom signed him up? Yes, I did. Should she? Yes, she did. But mama, if your daughter, your mama, if you wasn't sent, because Diddy would start sending the parents on vacation months and weeks at a time. When your daughter first come to you, mama, why you ain't come to the police? Why you ain't get in contact with the federal government? Why? Because you were getting something out the damn deal. You even said that, mama, you said that you were upset because you didn't like Diddy age and did the fact that the things that Diddy did, Cassidy was an emos born. She never thought that her daughter would get with a rich boyfriend. He was never a girlfriend. Both of them had a sickness. They never was boyfriend and girlfriend. Because you will not let another man see or get your cooch. Nor take it to another man. Do it like this here. Hit her hair. Turn that leg there. Jiggle it to duty. Pull the cooch hair over. Shave a little bit. Go ahead and get a razor. Don't put no mirror on it. Just shave. You don't need no soap on the cooch. Just shave the cooch. Make the cooch smile. Ain't that what you did, Diddy? Diddy, what I want to know, the people saying that you got what they call a Tootsie Roll. This is a mess. This is a mess. Let's get over here. Let's do some, you guys, I got to go and put some oil on my hair. Let's do some, let's go. I hear these here streets. TikTok, you guys can listen up. If not, y'all come on YouTube, Dolby Milton 3. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go out here in these streets. Let's see what's going on, because a lot don't happen. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and y'all, James Darden's testimony just changed the game in a way that I don't think anybody expected. I literally had to take a minute and really start to think about just how significant it was for him to say that Cassie was young and moldable. He heard Diddy say Cassie was young and moldable. And now I see the defense's pathway to success, and we got to talk about it. Like the video's intro plays, we got a lot to get into, and we do not have a lot of time.
I was listening to Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you.
It makes sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
No, this is the party.
I gotta.
Oh, why? I just come back when everybody getting it. No, stay.
Oh,
no, it's cool. I just come back later when everybody. I said stay. Oh, Diddy, all right, I'm here.
Minds that were in the trial with me, like Gloria Allred, Lisa Bloom, multiple defense attorneys. But I also talked to people who were just there because they're interested in the Diddy trial. There's a lot of energy around that. I talked to other content creators. And for the most part, the attorneys felt like it was a slow burn and they saw certain things that the general public did not see, but nobody felt like the defense nor the prosecution were making the strongest case. When I covered this nightly, I give you guys the specifics and I tell you who I think had a better day, whether it's the defense or the prosecution. That's not what these short videos will be about. Once I start piecing things together, I'll start putting out more short videos that kind of address a specific issue. And the issue that the prosecution had that most people saw was, you're not really saying too much with Cassie talking about her being a girlfriend if you were trying to prove that Cassie was sex trafficked. Then this morning, I realized that their win is not predicated on Cassie in a victim role. Cassie's testimony really showed that Cassie felt like she was a girlfriend. That's the problem for the defense. Once they are able to bring in a psychologist or a psychiatrist who will break down the fact that even in, y'all don't get mad at me, the stuff that I'm about to say might sound horrible, but stick with me. A psychologist or a psychiatrist is going to be able to come into that courtroom and give testimony to show that Cassie was not even aware that she was a true victim. Cassie does not realize that she was merely a sexual vessel for this man who felt like she was nothing more than a pretty face, that he could walk on red carpets and kind of mask what was really going on. She did not understand that. Her testimony, looking back at it now, is like damn near heart-wrenching because she's looking at him. She hasn't seen him for a long time, and you can see there's still love there. Her love was not his kind of love.
Let's go back here.
All a psychiatrist.
Let's. Oh, wait a minute, hold up, Scooters, they're not, look at me. Scooters, I had told you, if this here brought their relationship up to this here, okay? If they both can do this here over again, because Sean loves her, she loves him. If they can do this here over again, they will, all right? But they too toxic. Both of them is too toxic to one another. Cassie still love Diddy. I told y'all that she do. I told you that she, and I also too gonna tell you too that her mother would play the part of, hey darling, how you doing? Play the part and set and did up because of what your daughter had all that on you. No thing you can do, mom, is take pictures. Where your love at, mama? A lot of them pulling down to the mama, but did something out of Cassidy. Tune down to the mama. Cause mama, no damn way a man gonna be. See, that's the difference between when you need something. Cause Cassidy, let me tell you, when I looked in that apartment yesterday, how y'all had them curtains up. Yeah, y'all need the money. I don't know if y'all in a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment. Cause Cassidy, look at it, honey. This is your first time. This is your first time having an apartment. Really. All the other stuff was gave to you that was Sean. He didn't want your name on nothing. So that is a beginner's apartment, what you have. Now, blessing to you, now you have arrived. Another thing that I want you to do, another thing that I want to y'all keep in mind, I'm going to play y'all some things dealing with Gene Deal. You guys are going to see this here, how that he operate. Gene Deal was the one that told on him. Gene Deal the one told everything. It gonna be surprised. Cause when Gene go up there, they gonna tell him, they gonna tell it, Gene, you came to us. We still have a lot of things, and also too, come here, y'all gotta come here. I got to tell you this here. I gotta tell you. Now, dealing back with hey boo, how you doing? Dealing back with Gene. They still had some open case. Another thing they put their mind on, Gene, when they found out who killed Tupac, that started, everything started rolling. You remember they called the guy 3 or 4 years ago? But Gene had already went to them. Gene Deal had also, make sure y'all hear me, also, y'all, I'm not yelling, I'm just loud. Gene Deal also was the one, hold 1 second, let me see how I'm doing. Okay, thank you. Gene Deal was also the one told the feds, and I keep on messing up when I'm getting ready to say this here, told the fed who all was there. The ladies or who else left Gene, they knew how to get, when Gene quit, they know how to get in contact with Gene. The ones that were, I want y'all to listen to what I say. The ones that running off with the big mouth. Jaguar, right? Jaguar ain't went to no damn, Jaguar ain't never seen nothing in damn white. Now that Diddy damn house. Look how long that she been talking, the last 3 or 4, 5 years. Did they ever get a cease and desist on Jaguar? No. You know why they get that? Because it's just like you don't know the public show. Like she never was invited. They checked the guest list over and over again. That's why Jaguar was so free. Let's say what she wanted to say. Didn't affect this, that, we were glad to hear it. But how do you know all this stuff? You were never was invited. Because that's because that you were invited. Same way how they got Gene to be a witness and all this type of stuff here. If you were there, you would have been a witness. They ain't give you shit. They ain't trying to silence you at all. Because you was not there. You going by those that was there that came in to work the next day. They said, girl, that was it. Girl, we was over there to Diddy. I went in there Saturday. I ain't leave out until Thursday. What about my baby? You wasn't invited. Also, too, Allie Carter. Allie, let me tell you something, girl. You better watch yourself. You came out here saying how much everything was going on at the Diddy party. Did anybody silence you? No. Because you and Jaguar in the same damn boat. Neither one of y'all was invited to the goddamn fish fry. They did not invite you. You going by this and that of what everybody else said. They checked the guest list and see that y'all was invited. They looked at cameras and y'all was invited. Y'all going by a bunch of hits. Yes, y'all have been around them. I'm not doubting that. Betty Jaguar, she made a song with Jay-Z. I'm not doubting that. But what I am doubting is that you and her still walk around here getting on damn, anybody let you get on a platform saying the same old stuff. And Alan, you've been talking like for 2 years now, 2 or 3 years. Jaguar, you about 5 years. Nobody ain't put no order on y'all ass to shut the hell up because they had to check their guest list. You wasn't even invited. So a lot of what y'all going on is didn't think that y'all wish this would happen, what people said gonna happen, and y'all just start putting all this other stuff. And another thing, Allie Carr, let me take your damn ass this here. Listen to this here from a grown ass goddamn woman. That shit that you going around here and saying that Michelle Obama is a man. Let me tell you something. I don't know what Michelle got down between her legs, but I know one thing for sure. Them girls look just like one look like the dad and one look like the mama. You was never invited to the damn White House. And guess what? They don't even pay you no mind. They paid more of mine when people said her and Barack was getting divorced than they was talking about what you said, that she looked like a damn man. Some ladies got hard feature. They don't still don't make it between their legs that it's a man. You said you been hanging around Allie. You said that you been hanging around Diddy. But what I want to know, you bring like, why Diddy didn't fix your damn mouth? The folks, come on, y'all. The folks said that when Diddy was hanging out with what's his name, Clyde. I have the video that Diddy teeth was green. I think he said that Diddy had gangrene in the mouth. He kept on asking. That's when he started working with Diddy. He said, Diddy, what is wrong with your teeth? Why your mouth like that? He said Diddy said because that he be chewing and eating on money. Gene said to him, you got to stop because your mouth look bad. That's what Gene told him. Then he started going to the dentist. Mm-hmm. Diddy fact with Diddy name don't be brought up too many times. And if everybody's saying the same thing about the same person, there got to be some kind of truth in it. Diddy, you ain't shit. Whatever they gonna do to your ass, you got the folks say you got 34 charges against you. Even if you get one charge. If they found 33 is wrong and you got one right, your ass still going to goddamn prison. How about that? Let's get on in here. Hey, Michelle, baby, how you doing? Sugar, come over here. I'm working now. How you doing? Let me see. Okay, it's still on. Y'all, please send me a roll. I got a goals. Hold on a second. Okay, now let's try it again. Let me try it again. They want me to do this again. This is on here. How we doing? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go and we going out there in the streets for a little bit and tell you what is going on. Don't y'all forget now. I am going up there to take part in the Diddy's trial. But we were so kind of undecided, like the 4th of July or when. So it's basically the date's not there. But I like to be there when the verdict come in. So if you like to help and support TikTok, Instagram, y'all can can do that, but not right now. Okay? I'm going there to give us to it. TikTok, I'll be coming live from there with you guys. Instagram, I'll be coming live from all of you, giving you what is going on out there in the streets. Hold on a second. Let me go here for a minute. Hold on, let me get her. Okay, let's talk about this here a little bit.
Get the white girl treatment.
Hold on a second. Let's go back to here. How you doing? Welcome.
Live. How are you doing this morning? Let me try to make this quick because it has to be quick and good. Okay, so what to expect today? Cassie's mother is set to testify. It is chilly out here, even though
I know. I
in the halls of justice. It is super chilly out here, but it doesn't matter. I'm out here doing what it do. Good morning, everybody. So what to expect? Cassie's mother is going to testify. We are also coming back. We're also coming back with Diddy's executive assistants from that time. This is the guy that quit in protest. This is the guy that quit in protest because he saw a beating of Cassie that was so horrible. He said, I ain't ever coming back. And he actually left the industry. He is coming back. Now, they tried to bar this guy's testimony. His name is Mr. James. They tried to bar his testimony. Why? Because they said, well, what does it matter what he has to say? The prosecution said it matters because it shows the RICO, it shows the criminal intent. What did he do? There was an incident where Diddy allegedly attacked his chef. When that happened, Diddy instructed his security, I believe D-Rock, to go and tell the executive assistant that wasn't even there. He wanted to make it a marketing, Sean John. He had dreams, right? That turned into nightmares. So he was like, yo, go ahead and what's up? He had dreams and he was like, yo, go and tell him that he better file a false police report saying I was the one that was attacked by the chef. Because at that time, Diddy was trying to ruin the chef. Diddy is very vindictive. Now, the defense was upset. The prosecution was like, they got this testimony in. So he is testifying and laying down the groundwork. He's also laying down the groundwork that he wasn't looking at Cassie as any type of girlfriend. He literally said that Diddy told him, yo, you know, things are going good with Kim, but, you know, I got Cassie. She young, she moldable, she impressionable. I'm in her mind. He was out. Yeah, I'm up early. I only had 20 minutes to get ready. Thank God for halfway, saving my life. All right. So anyway. So listen, the guy was like, okay, so you want me to lie on the police report? He was going to lie on the police report, but then he decided just not to do it. So what else happened? Okay, he gave that groundbreaking testimony. Diddy's team is stuck. They don't know what to say. This guy is not industry. This guy wanted to be into marketing. He witnessed one of the most horrific beatings. And in that beating, they are saying is the basis for the whole RICO criminal organization. Because it wasn't just the beating. It was the way everybody reacted to the beating. A lot of people think that to sex trafficking, you got to be like taken to with Liam Neeson in like some like Eastern European warehouse. You only need one person to be a sex trafficker because the courts know if we find one person, there's probably 10 watching. Gadget Girl 99 DS. Good morning, Tisa. Yes, I'm on this case early, a little bit too early, but don't worry. We out here. I saw Nick at Night in the line. She happy birthday to Nick's little girl. But also, I saw her in the line and she said we are off on Monday. So I would say I'll take the day off. But y'all probably see me in my pajamas talking trash about what is going on. In any case, right? So back then, this guy is literally not just the groundwork because they've been laying the groundwork for RICO. At the end of the day, when you are RICO, what does that mean? It means that you are telling everybody what to do, what to say, how to do it. Okay. Also, what else is going on? Cassie's mom is going to testify. Now, listen. I wonder if here's the thing. I wonder how Diddy is going to affect Cassie's mom in the testimony. For those of you guys thinking that Diddy has a strong legal team, he does, but he is firmly in control of that legal team. Even the way Diddy last week missed his chance to destroy Cassie because he wanted to put a bunch of sound bites that could go on the blog. Now, here's the thing. How are you going to handle Cassie's mom? Because Cassie's mom knows the truth. Cassie's mom helped her write that book. Cassie's mom knows and saw a lot of the stuff where Diddy's trying to act like I loved your daughter. She was a gold digger. Cassie's best friend yesterday let us know that Cassie was making $1 million a year modeling. There was in a bidding world. She did that all when Diddy got in her mind and had her give that all up. Also, you guys, listen, I do go live on Snapchat in the cab ride before and after. I also do Get Ready With Me to do tomorrow. I'm going to start Get Ready With Me to do the Diddy trial. So y'all can watch me slap some makeup on my face. Oh, these dark circles are darkened. Anyway.
Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. We got to get here. Something just came up, and I think so. We need to get a part of it. Okay, hold up. We need to get a part of what just popped up in. Hold up, what it was. Damn, man. Damn, let me take this here down. Something just come up, and we got to get on this case. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Let me go right here. We got to get on this case. I think that's what it is. Okay, here we go. Let's go. No, that's not it. Okay. Here we go. Think we need to listen to this here. Here we go.
Circumstantial evidence is where I didn't see something, I didn't hear something, I don't have direct evidence of, for example, criminal offense conduct. But what we can do is we can take one fact, then we can start linking other facts to get to the conclusion that we want, which is, again, the criminal offense conduct. The classic example that a judge gives in explaining to a jury the difference between direct evidence and circumstantial evidence is simply, I am in an office with windows. I look outside. I see that it's raining. I have direct evidence that it's raining. Now, let's say I'm in an office with no windows. I cannot see what the weather is outside. But someone walks into my office wearing a raincoat that is wet, holding an umbrella that is wet. While I didn't see whether it's raining out or not, I have no direct evidence that it's raining. By looking at the wet raincoat, looking at the wet umbrella, I can reasonably infer and exclude any other possibility to sometimes what people call a moral certainty. That the only thing that could be doing outside is that it's raining. So that would be circumstantial proof of rain. That's what the government is trying to do, in my opinion, here by bringing in this really extrinsic proof of, oh, I had to go buy this and I had to go do that because he had a video of me, or, oh, I had to go do this and I had to go buy that because I'm not going to get my record deal if I don't do it. It isn't necessarily direct evidence of, and again, let's be clear here. The most important charge for the government, the most frightening charge for Mr. Combs is the sex trafficking charge, which is that he forced or coerced or engaged in fraudulent activity to get other people to engage in commercial sex acts.
So, Randy, I want to ask you this. So we just got an update from court. Obviously, no cameras allowed inside, but it says that Cassie's mom, Regina Ventura, testified that Combs demanded $20,000 from the family back in 2011. The jury was shown an email, this says, from Cassie to her mother. And in that email, Cassie says that Diddy would release 2 sex tapes. The email also claims that Diddy would have someone hurt her and rapper Kid Cudi, who she was seeing at the time. So, when we take a look at that, and then it goes on to say that the mom claims that they took a home equity loan to pay off Diddy.
Oh my God!
What does that testimony kind of show or prove, if anything?
Well, I think the difficulty here, once again, is technically speaking, legally speaking, that doesn't necessarily prove fraud or force or coercion to get Ms. Ventura to engage in a commercial sex act. It could be force or coercion for something else. And that is exactly what the defense is going to argue. Again, the defense must embrace that Mr. Combs is really a horrible, horrible, horrible human being. He is an animal. He is a monster. He is a disgusting human being that you should want to vomit at the sight of him. However, that's not what he's charged with. He is charged with very specific, very discreet, very technical criminal offense conduct. And what you just heard is not evidence of any of what he's been charged with. And again, what the government is doing is they are unable to deliver the goods. So what they'll do is they'll try to get you to buy something else. It's kind of like walking into a store and there's a particular shirt that you came in there to buy. And the store is out of that shirt, but the store tries to sell you a different kind of shirt. Well, no, I don't want a different kind of shirt. I want the shirt that I want. The jury has a right to demand of the government. You've got to provide me with evidence going to the elements of each of the crimes that this man is on trial for, not some other crimes, even if they're horrific, even if this guy is a piece of crap. No, give me the shirt that I came in to buy, or I'm leaving. And that is where I believe the government is going to have an issue with. Knowing the defense counsel as I do, I know that they are going to bring that jury home with, I know what you're thinking, I know how you feel, but we are a nation of laws, and there are very specific laws here, and you promised that you would follow the law without fear, without favor, without emotion.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the judge instruct you on each of the laws that my client is accused of breaking, you're going to have no choice, if you keep your promise, no choice but to find that the government has not met its burden. They may have proven something else, but that's not.
Isn't that something?
So let's recap for our viewers the charges, including sexual assault, sex trafficking, drugging, coercion, and racketeering. Very serious charges. So from the testimony that has been shared already, is there anything that has come up that you feel strongly supports these charges, or do you think that a lot of the testimony just kind of paints him as the monster, but not necessarily guilty on these counts that he is charged with?
I think right now, if the case were over, Mr. Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking. I'm not sure yet whether or not enough evidence has been presented that he arranged for people to cross state lines in order to engage in prostitution. That would be the Mann Act count. And right now, I think it's way over the jury's head. It is way outside of their pay grade to be able to understand whether or not Mr. Combs engaged in the running of a criminal enterprise, which was essentially in business to have people engage in prostitution, have people engage in sex trafficking and other criminal offense conduct. So right now, I think he walks on the trafficking. I think that the Mann Act right now, I think the government is getting there. And on the RICO, I just think it's way too complicated. This is not an organized crime case. And I think the jury's going to have a difficult time saying, yes, he engaged in this criminal enterprise that was basically set up and designed to commit all of these horrible freak-offs and other related atrocities. And quite frankly, if I'm Mr. Combs and I'm the defense team, the only count I really care about is the sex trafficking count, because that is the minimum mandatory 15-year sentence. That's 180 months. That is a mandatory minimum. In other words, Mr. Combs, on his best day, if he's convicted of sex trafficking, is not going to be eligible to get out much before his 70th birthday. And that's at a minimum. It can go all the way up to life. And if he is convicted of sex trafficking, based upon the allegations here, I don't see the court sentencing him to the minimum.
You know, it's so interesting, Randy. And again, there's so much that goes into what, the government decides to proceed with. Obviously, I would imagine, they thought long and hard about what they wanted to charge him with. But, from what you're saying, it doesn't look like a lot of these charges may hold weight. Why did they go ahead with these particular charges and perhaps not lesser ones that they could more easily prove?
Because there are a lot less charges, a lot less offense conduct in the United States Code for this kind of fact pattern than there would be in a state case. A state case would have been a lot simpler. A state case would have been a lot more efficient, a lot cleaner, a lot quicker. But there was no state case here, ostensibly because of the statute of limitations, which now leaves the government to come in federally. And now the federal government has to find charges that fit. And it's kind of putting on a pair of pants that really don't fit. They're too tight. And you kind of just say to yourself, all right, well, I will just breathe easy, or I won't eat a lot, or I will not tuck my shirt in. But it's still going to be uncomfortable, though the government does have one more arrow in its quiver. And it's one of the unique oddities, one of the horrible things about being a defense attorney and being a defendant in a federal case. It's called the acquitted conduct rule. And it sounds just like what it is, which is, even if Mr. Combs were to be acquitted on 2 of the counts and convicted of 1, let's assume he's convicted of the Mann Act. He's convicted of bringing prostitutes across state lines to engage in prostitution. And he's acquitted of the other counts. Even though he's acquitted, if he's convicted of anything, the court is allowed to consider the evidence and determine whether or not the proof was not beyond a reasonable doubt, but by what we call a preponderance of the evidence. In other words, the scale tips from 50-50 to 51-49. If the court finds that the scales tip 51-49, it finds by a preponderance of the evidence that there was proof that Mr. Combs engaged in the acquitted conduct, the court can consider those charges in fashioning a sentence.
Damn.
Oh, wow. So if there's a preponderance of evidence, they could still consider what? Convicting him, finding him guilty?
Not convicting him, no. It's a sentence.
Sentencing, okay.
Judge
Interesting.
He'd have to be convicted of something. If he's convicted, let's say, of the Mann Act violation, which doesn't carry with it a minimum mandatory, the judge can consider the acquitted conduct. Let's say he's acquitted of the sex trafficking. He's acquitted of the RICO. The judge can still consider whether or not there was enough evidence, but by what we call a preponderance of the evidence. And if the judge finds a preponderance of the evidence, the judge can use that in considering sentencing for Mr. Combs.
Wow.
It's really, from a defense standpoint, it's a horrible thing. Imagine you run the table on everything but 1 count. You still have to explain to your client you can get slaughtered at sentencing because of the acquitted conduct rule. It's one of the difficulties when you talk to a client about going to trial in a federal case on a multi-count case. Clients got to understand you really need to run the table, because if you don't, you may end up in the same crappy position you'd be in if you had been convicted of everything, where you're only convicted of one thing.
That's so interesting. I don't think a lot of people really even know that exists. So how common, I'm just curious, how common does that happen? Or how often does that happen, Randy?
A lot.
It's
happened to me. I have had multi-count indictments where I have beaten a number of counts and was convicted. The client was convicted of 1 count, and the judge was able to look back and say, okay, let's look at the evidence on the acquitted conduct. And yes, I find that there was a preponderance of the evidence, and now that's going to be a factor at sentencing. So it is a very, very common thing that happens at sentencing.
Wow. Well, that is going to be very interesting to see what happens. Randy, before we let you go, anything else that you're keeping a really close eye on, anything that has popped out to you as we are now in day 7 of the testimony? Again, this is expected to last as long as 8 weeks. I mean, anything that you are focused on right now?
I think with the passage of time, I think the question for everyone is going to be, is the case getting stronger for the government, or is the case getting stronger for the defense? Are we seeing more and more of this other stuff where it's kind of like, if I'm wearing a hat, it looks like I have hair because I have hair over here and I have hair in the back, and as long as I don't take my hat off, you really don't know what kind of head of hair I have until I take it off. So here is the jury basically being sold Randy wearing a hat. And yeah, Randy has a full head of hair when Randy really doesn't. So that's what I'm most curious to see as the case drags on. Is the case getting better for the government, or is it getting weaker for the government? And do people still have the same level of interest, or are people losing interest? Because if people are losing interest, the jury may be losing interest.
Randy, I love your analogies. I think that so often, legalese kind of goes over people's head. It's so complicated, which is why you spend so much time in school and studying. But the way that you boil it down to, things that we can understand, it's extremely helpful. We appreciate you hopping on right here as we continue our around-the-clock coverage of this trial, and no doubt we're gonna see more of you as we continue our coverage. So we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And this is a live look right here of the skyline right there of New York City as we continue our coverage.
Let's do a recap, basically what is happening. It does not matter. If they find him basic on one charge, they can still sentence him they still can sentence him on the old charge. But if they find him guilty on one, the judge, one by the Fed, they can't sentence him on all of them. It depends on how the judge see it. It doesn't matter because they couldn't prove it with all these accounts. But if he found guilty on one, the judge can go through all of them and still sentence him that. That's the fact with the feds. I like how that he put that, and it was well understand the way how that I stand, the way how that I understood what he was saying. Okay, how you guys doing? Let's go out in the street. I think so. I see Tisha Tales. Seemed like that. I saw her just come across my shoot. Why did I do that? Hold up. Seemed like I saw her just come across. Hold a second. Let me see where we at. They should be out. They should be going. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about this here. Let's see what's.
Do you regret ever getting involved in?
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old because when I did MTV Cribs, the day that I had to go show off that house, my mom and my dad told me, we're getting a divorce, but you still have to go do this. I had to go show off all the stuff my whole life that was going to be taken away from me.
New horrific allegations have come out about what Diddy did to Aaron Carter, and this has seemingly led to Diddy's legal team becoming even more sure that their client is going to lose.
They all partied with Diddy. It's hard for me to truly get invested in what's happening to Liam Payne right now because I haven't gotten over what happened to Mick. Mick's brother Aaron Carter.
Right.
A lot of people keep forgetting Aaron Carter was begging for help, begging for independent financing, begging for security.
It is said that Aaron died from drowning in his bathtub back in 2022, but many are skeptical. How could a person possibly drown in their own bathtub? The thing is, there are rumors that Aaron Carter was about to bite the bullet and expose Diddy's freak-offs 3 years ago, but he was taken out before he could do that. We will talk more about that later. Now, though, reckoning has come for Diddy, with new people taking the stand and talking about his alleged crimes.
The first week of the testimony in the sex trafficking trial against Sean Combs ended with a former member of one of Combs' musical groups on the witness stand. Dawn Richard says that she saw Combs attack Cassie Ventura in 2009. Richard is suing Combs in federal court, accusing him of sexual assault and battery. She'll be back on the witness stand on Monday. Richard's civil lawsuit is still pending. Does that impact how these attorneys approach her if they try to color this as some way of I guess, supporting her civil case? How does that difference impact the approach to these witnesses?
I think that can be argued either way. For instance, where the fact that Ms. Ventura's case, her civil case is already settled and the money's already been received, to me, that doesn't count against her. Perhaps it counts to her credibility because she chose to participate in the criminal trial anyway. However, where Ms. Richard is concerned, the fact that she is participating when, frankly, a criminal conviction may harm her ability to recover. It may harm Mr. Combs' ability to have the finances, the funding to be able to pay any recovery. So there are risks either way. I just think that as people are watching, they need to remember trials involve humans, and humans are messy. So you don't have any purity tests in terms of your witness is on the stand and has never done anything wrong, or your defendant is on the stand and has never done anything right. There's a lot going on both sides, and it really is up to the jury to ferret that out as long as they are given the right facts and the proper instructions from the judge.
Diddy is being hit with some serious accusations. The government claims he operated a secret system that was engaging in illegal activities, such as transporting individuals from one state to another, concealing funds, exploiting his fame and influence for nefarious purposes, and assaulting his ex. And now, the entire nation is scrutinizing. In 1 week, we've witnessed appalling revelations. Diddy's employees came forward. Dawn Richards and Cassie's best friend also took the stand.
Dawn Richard said, "You've met with government prosecutors 8 times over the last year and a half. And over the course of those 8 meetings, you've changed your story at least 4 times when it comes to multiple incidents." And Richard acknowledged that her story has changed. And she said that it's really just about her memory, that she tried to block all of these things out, and that she's been trying to remember, and all of these meetings with prosecutors has helped her. But it was not good for her that her story has changed so many times. And then they also doubled down on the fact that she has filed her own civil suit seeking money from Combs.
Chloe, we know Cassie Ventura's former best friend is also testifying today. What has she said so far?
So her name is Carrie Gordon, and when Cassie Ventura was on the stand last week, she talked a lot about this friend of hers that witnessed a lot of the abuse, and that this was someone that she confided in. And Miss Gordon, she's already taken the stand for a few hours. Right now they're on a lunch break, and she's expected to return this afternoon. And she said, "Look, I don't really even want to be here. I was given a subpoena. I'm forced to be here to testify. I haven't spoken to Combs or Miss Ventura since 2018, and that's because Combs assaulted me."
The FBI displayed what they uncovered in his residences. Diddy's attorneys are countering aggressively.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs. Let's bring in CNN security correspondent Josh Campbell and CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson. Josh, let me start with you. What are these raids by federal agents in multiple locations tell you about the seriousness of this investigation?
Yeah, Wolf, a very significant development here, seeing this law enforcement action taking place. I'll point out, just to be clear at the outset, we don't know that Sean Diddy Combs himself is the subject or target of a federal investigation. So it's just worth pointing that out at this hour. But what we do know is that 2 properties associated with him, we saw the feds descend on those properties. We saw on aerial footage, federal agents both here in the Los Angeles area as well as in Miami at those residences. Now, the Department of Homeland Security, their what's called HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, gave CNN a statement. I'll read you part of that when asked about what this activity is. They say that earlier today, HSI New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is. It is worth pointing out, though, that Combs himself obviously has faced significant legal woes in recent months. I'll give you just a kind of the highlights of what actually occurred. In November, he was sued for rape and abuse by a former partner. That lawsuit was then settled very quickly. But in December, he faced sexual assault allegations in a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York. The suit was brought by a woman referred to as Jane Doe, who said that she was 17 at the time when these allegations took place back in 2003.
This trial is not just about one man. It's about how power and money can be used in dangerous ways. The government says Diddy didn't work alone. They believe he ran a group of people who helped him do illegal things like trafficking drugs, moving people without their permission, and hiding money. The case got even more serious when federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. They took hard drives, computers, cash, and even secret files. This isn't a small case. Big government groups like the FBI, the IRS, and Homeland Security are all involved.
What the feds had collected, at least in part. We also learned the charges that Diddy faced: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. And again, Diddy's pleaded not guilty and denies those allegations. But this indictment, this OG indictment, which, by the way, there's been a couple of superseding ones, adding a couple of charges here and there. Anyway, going back to the holy grail of it all, the original indictment, that's where we learned about what was collected, including all of that lube and baby oil. And all of this leads us straight back to the freak-offs and the civil cases that preceded the federal search warrants and then eventually the indictment. So Cassie, I know I talk about Cassie all the time, but we wouldn't be here were it not for Cassie. And Cassie's lawsuit is the one that first mentioned freak-offs. We heard about them again from Lil Rod. We've seen them in multiple different civil suits now. And additionally, in the federal indictment. And here's how the Fed specifically explained freak-offs, quote, "Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded." Now, they also listed a couple of items that were used during these freak-offs, at least according to the feds. They said that there were controlled substances used, and this was specifically to allegedly keep the victims obedient and compliant. The feds also state that during these freak-off situations, recording devices were used. Now, sometimes the people involved in the freak-offs, allegedly, didn't know that they were being recorded. And then other times, Diddy and his team, allegedly, would use these recordings as revenge porn and say, hey, if you come forward and report this to anyone, we've got this really embarrassing video. Why would you do that? So that's an allegation too. The feds also say that IV fluids were used in all of this, specifically because the people involved in the freak-offs had to recover from physical exertion and drug use.
These are not just old rumors. The charges are now in court with real lawyers, judges, and witnesses. And some of those witnesses are starting to talk. One surprising moment in week one was when the name Aaron Carter came up in court. Aaron Carter was a singer who passed away in 2022. Before he died, he had talked about problems in the music industry. He posted videos and tweets saying powerful people tried to control or scare him, how he had no control in his life.
I go on my Twitter and I see people saying, you look like you have AIDS, you should go die. I don't understand how I dedicated 22 years of my life to my fans, and now they turn on me.
In court, one witness said Aaron had tried to warn people about what was going on behind the scenes. The lawyers didn't say Diddy had anything to do with Aaron's death, with the mysterious circumstances of his death making murder plausible.
The mother of singer Aaron Carter doesn't believe he died from a drug overdose and wants his death investigated further. I'm Anjanette Levy, and welcome back to Sidebar here on Law and Crime. Aaron Carter was found dead in a bathtub in his home in Los Angeles last November. Since that time, TMZ has reported the LA County coroner did not find water in his lungs, meaning he didn't drown. Carter's mother, Jane Schneck, posted photos on Facebook that show the bathroom where her son was found. She wrote on Facebook, "Because of my son's mental illness and prescription drug issues, they, the cops, just wanted it to be something easy that they didn't have the time or inclination to address. Schneck wants a more thorough investigation." She wrote that her son was receiving threats from many people, and she believes there were people out there who wanted to harm him. So joining me to discuss this issue and the death of Aaron Carter is Joseph Scott Morgan. He's a forensic.
Anybody that got up on Diddy, that ran off at the big mouth, the same way that Diddy had said to the ladies that was in the kitchen when Cassie was cooking him some eggs. And he came in there and he threw the pot and he said, "You can't do nothing right." And then the two young ladies was at the house. You remember one was dangling across the bridge, across the balcony. Okay. With that being all said, anybody that start talking and Diddy told the young lady, "I can make you disappear." That's what he said. And let me tell you also too, while we're here on Cuddy, by Cuddy Carr. They going by what Cassidy said. And what Cassidy said, because Diddy told Cassidy that he would have his car blown up. And some kind of threat that he made in effect with Cuddy Carr. Cuddy Carr blew up, but Cuddy never did report it to the insurance company, nor reported to the police. When Sean did meet up with him, Combs, he said to him, stay the hell away from Cassidy. That's my woman. Stay away from Cassidy. Cuddy says to Sean, say, well, okay, then I will, but what about my car? Sean said, what damn car? That's the first that went. That's the first that gone. Oh, my God, today. My God, today. These are dangerous games. You don't want to be on the side of the law playing these two games. Let's go out in the street. Let's see what's going on out here in the street. And then we're going to start reading all the notes, what we got, did the fact that went on. Gene ain't like that.
Throw that a little bit, Gene. We stopped on this one right here because we found out that everybody had to surrender their passports. But as you can see, Diddy surrendered his on April the 1st, probably along with his son too. But a lot of Diddy's property is in his mom's name, and this is one of the reasons that they wanted him to surrender his passport. Let's scroll down a little bit, gang.
We're going to get that. We're going to go and get this out.
It gives you the history of the investigation that shows the degree of collaboration between the government, Mr. Combs, and his counsel, which should weigh heavily on the court, all right? I'm not going to read through this. We're going to scroll down a little bit because what this was a bond hearing trying to see if they was going to let him out. Counsel advised to ushers door. Hold on, let's go down. I want y'all to see this.
How you doing, sir?
We don't need to read through that. It's a shitload of exhibits in these documents. Here's exhibit 1. All right, so this is the appraisal, gang. So when they was about to,
let's go. We can go and find that ourselves.
When they took everybody's passports, they had to appraise his property.
Wait a second. Let's go. Let's go and let's go and find what's going on.
These are exhibits.
Okay, we can do that ourselves. How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. I'm getting every day. Look at everybody's right here today. Come on. Come through. I don't know. Here we go. Let me go and look for. My God, today. Okay, let me see, y'all. Here we go. I didn't let me get y'all in here with me. Y'all, what I see, I don't like what I'm seeing. But let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's see exactly what I am seeing. Oh, come on. Here we go. Let me share the screen. Here we go. I want to get right up in here. Okay, you guys, here we go. Let's go. Let me get you right here. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. I can get you right. I'm gonna have to read it from the tablet. I'm gonna have to read this from the tablet because I don't think so that you can. I don't think so. You guys can hear me. I'm reading it from the. I got this again. Ready to go there. I'm reading this here from X, you guys. Here we go, X. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. I gotta do something about it. Okay, don't worry about that. Let's go. place I'm getting this from. Okay, here we go. Let me go over here. While I'm getting this here together here. Let me see. Wayne. Is anybody can hear me over there? Put a 1 in the chat. You can hear me over there, so I can start reading this up. 1 in the chat. Anybody over there? Let me see where my people at. Yeah, some of you over there. Let me go. Here we go. Let me put this over. Okay, thank you for following me. Okay, this is the intercept. I gotta go there. All right, I already follow him. Let's go. Okay, this is what happened. This is what. No, wait a minute, hold on. That didn't. Okay, this is what happened 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. Let's go. Let me see where you at. This what happened 4 hours ago. Let's where we at. Okay, Ron. Okay, Wayne. Okay, you can hear me. Let me go over here. This is what happened 4 hours ago. And this is in the inner city press. Okay. A lot of the papers that the inner city press have, you pay $3, you can get the court papers, okay? Transcript, okay? Let's go right here. Some of everything basically. What? Child. I mean, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let's see. Okay, that was Wayne down there. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne, I can see you now on the screen now. Thank you. Okay. Similarly. Okay, here we go. Let me go. Let me get right over here. How y'all doing? Okay, inner city press. This is what they, wait a minute, hold on a second. I keep getting some stuff in, you guys. Okay. Let me see. This is what I'm getting here is a Diddy update. All right, Diddy team leaks more text. Blue is Cassidy. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. These are the information that Diddy trial. Diddy team leaks more text. Blue is Cassidy. So basically, like when you text someone, one person be in the gray, other one be in the blue. So here we go. It say week. Hold up. Wait a minute. It ain't gotta have this here. It just cut off. Okay, it cut off some of it. Okay. And the blue is Cassidy. This upcoming weekend is the only one I have until the 28th. This is what Sean say. When do you want to do a freak off? Sean laughed. Okay, I'm in on it. Okay, let me see how did they go. Okay, let me go over here. Then Cassidy laughed. I'm just going up to change. I'm always ready for a freak off. Okay, let's see. This is hold on a second. How did they do it? Do. Okay, Cassidy laugh again, but if you cannot, we can always do it during the week. I know that doesn't matter to you. Here goes Sean. Sean say, you You tell me the day you choose. Friday. This is Sean. Friday. It is. I wish we could get Giles here. Okay. It can't be whenever. The name the night. That was Sean said. Cassie said maybe we could. We don't know him that well. Okay. They was talking about the sex worker who that they wants to get in to do it with them Friday night. Cassie said she always will be ready. Both of them laughed about it. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll be at. This was a text message that Diddy will never see the daylight. I pray you stay in jail. Oh my God. Okay then. Everybody entitled for their opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's entitled to it. Okay, here we go. We're going back over here again. Let me see. How can I get over in here? Okay. I'm getting y'all up to the what's going on out here in these streets. 10 records deal Diddy had with Cassie, a result in one album, plus withholding her finance when he did not get his way with her. Okay, here we go. All this is saying right here, you guys. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Now we're going to talk about all this. Now, this is what I'm telling you now. This took place an hour ago, even though that they on lunch. So, all right, let's say about, an hour ago. Cassie's parents took a loan to pay Sean Combs blackmail. Okay? If you guys want to catch up on this, it's on X. It's called Diddy Trial Update. Wait a minute, hold on. It go at Diddy Trial News, okay? Question. This is what these are the questions that was asked in the room, okay? Question. Why did you take a loan to pay Sean Combs? The prosecutor, is that saying, hold on, let me see. These are the questions that was asked to Regina Ventura. That is Cassidy's mom. That's Cassidy's mama. Okay? Cassidy's mama say, for the safety of my daughter. The other question was, look in the binder next to you. Cassidy's mama say, these are the photos I took of my daughter. Bruises from Diddy. Here we go. I will be putting this on my community. This is all 10. This is all 1 hour ago. This now makes 10 defendants attorney for Diddy. Okay, here we go. Right here, I'm going to put this on my community wall. And this is saying that when the district, South District of New York against Sean Combs in the clerk's office, in the clerk of this court, and all parties are recorded. Please take note that Jonathan, they're talking about Shapiro, that they is the lawyer that would be certified. They are the lawyer that represented Sean, and that was as of May 20th. That's today. Okay, here we go. Let's move on. Oh, I got let me see. I got to start copy. Let's go right here. Let me go ahead and post this here up on him. Okay, this is coming up on my page. How y'all doing today? Come on. I shared the post. Okay. Okay, here you go. Okay. Okay, let me put this, let me let this go ahead and charge up. I need to. The post was sent. Okay, yeah, it's there. It was sent an hour ago, so we just gonna have to wait. But I don't already pull up. How y'all doing over there? Okay. We are working on a part with Cassidy and Cass. This is dealing with. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something. Hold on a second. Got to get all these here now. Everybody has something to say. Thank you, you guys. Everybody has something to say. Did in fact with this case. So basically, right now I'm going on through. Okay, this is what. Okay, no, this is talking about the former president. Okay. Okay, here we go. We going on. What happened with ABC? This is what they say. Sean's former assistant, David James, testified to some of Sean Combs. What? Sean Combs' dietary preference, recalling a time in London where Combs was not being happy because the ketchup, damn, there was not the same as the ketchup brand he preferred. Sean acted like an asshole because he was over there in London acting like an asshole. Hey, how you doing there? Sean went over there in London acting like an asshole, right? And then here was the former assistant named David James. David James said he acted like a damn fool because that he didn't like it. He wanted a certain brand of ketchup, and over there in London they didn't have it. So he get his go regular ass at the table and just start talking shit. Went on with an attitude. So that what happened on ABC is recording that, and that took place an hour ago. How y'all doing today? Thank you. Hold up 1 second. Let me see. I got something ready. Let me see. I gotta get this thing in. Wait a minute. Hold up 1 second. Okay. Woo. Wayne, I need you. Wayne, I need you to go. Wayne, I need you to go ahead and see on X, Dolby Milton 4. Check that out, Wayne. See if there's another page over there. I don't know. I'm getting a different type of picture. Okay. Here we go. We're still working at these. All the things that took place just an hour ago. I did not get on the part for yesterday. Okay. I'm welcome on TikTok. I'm glad I'm able to let you guys on. Now you guys will start following. I've been at this thing for 3 weeks. They got 2 weeks when the trial started, but I started recording when they get pulling the picking the jury. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm still okay. Here we go. An hour ago. Leaving the court. This is the mom. Hold on a second. Here we go. I think so. We want to see her. Here we go. Let's get her up here. Let's get mama up here. What you say, mama? Hold on a second. We trying to get mama. Where is my people at? Hold up, you guys. I'm trying to get mama here. Okay, let me just put that there. Okay, that's there. Whoops. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's there. Y'all, we finna do mama got on the stand, and we gonna see what mama has said. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get us back in here. How we gonna get in? Come on, man. Damn. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got us. Okay, here we go. Let's go and find mama, y'all. Hold on. We going to find mama. We going to find mama. Shoot. Okay, you guys, let's go. Here we go. This is just.
This is a legendary white party. It's the real white party. Make some noise if you've been here before.
I was in charge of the guest list. It made me really powerful. One publicist offered me $10,000 in cash to get their client in.
Okay.
Didn't get in. The number one rule. Yeah.
You guys, I'm gonna put on my wall exactly what Diddy is charged with. This was 18 hours ago. Here is the list of the RICO crime Diddy is being charged with. They only have to prove 2. My God, out of the 8 to get a conviction. You understand that? Okay, and here's all the RICO charges that's up here now. Now we know that we have said there's 34 charge against Diddy. All right, but don't forget now. This is what the feds got for him. The reason why that Diddy cannot get in Trump to help him because this is federal. Okay, this is basically United States. Trump couldn't even help himself, and he supposed to have all the money. Okay, this is what's going to come on my community wall. X, you guys can go and pull it off my community wall for y'all to see, and I will also too. I will post this here on Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, let's move on. These what we see, what they got him with. Okay. Let me get what. Okay, what's the mama? I'm trying to get the mama. I just had it. I think it was on the Diddy something. Hold on a second. Let me go on there. Let me see. I think what they call it Diddy. Diddy's. I think yeah. Hold on a second. Diddy. Okay, Diddy trial. That's what it was. Okay, here we go. Right now, we're trying to catch mama. Okay, if you want to look for mama over here on X, don't forget now, you got, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord, y'all, this is what happened 2 hours ago. So let me see how could I get my people up here. Hold on one second. I got to keep that picture there. Okay. Let me put it over here. Okay. This got to go right here. Come on. Come on, man. Y'all need to come on. Y'all don't pay that food there no attention. Okay. Okay, y'all, this is what came out. When I was playing around with you guys, when I was playing around with you guys, that was when I had an hour or so or something like that with you guys. Just give me a moment. Reply. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Return back to the TikTok. Okay. Here we go. Y'all, this came in 3 hours ago. Breaking news. It was just revealed in the Diddy freak-off trial. Please don't tell me this here. But it is. Don't tell me that it's so, but it is so. Okay, wait, no. Let me get him up there. We're going to talk about Obama. Obama, shame on you. Okay? Wayne, you hear me? Okay, let me go back over here. Let me read what they got. Obama was there. Here we go. X, you have the picture there. Okay? It go breaking news. That was 3 hours ago. It was just revealed in the Diddy freak off that former President Obama used to meet with the man that used to pick up drugs for Diddy. God damn it. Yes, y'all. Y'all, I can't make this up. It rained in Uganda. Okay? Damn. Okay. Drugs for Diddy that confirmed that he met with Obama and other former president. The hole just keep deeper than we ever imagined. God damn it. Jesus, let me. Ooh, Lord Jesus, just take the wheel. Okay. This is what this is the state. Okay, now here you go. This is the state. The state was saying to. Okay. God, keep moving. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold up a second. Okay, you is it? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see right here. This is the state. Did you ever pick up drugs from Mr. Combs? David James said, yes, Percocet from a pharmacy somewhere. Wait a minute, y'all. The thing is moving too fast. Wait, I gotta wait till it come back again. I gotta wait till this to come back again. Okay, Percocet, did you give him permission to use your name? David James say, I don't recall that. The state said, was there a drug dealer? Wait a minute. Y'all give him a moment. You don't switch that again. This thing here ain't nothing but 15 seconds. Then you go to this whole article right here. They talk, okay, David said, yes, one stop. One stop, I want y'all to know, one stop is a drug dealer. He is somebody, but he's a drug dealer, okay? His name been coming up quite often. From last week, one stop. Here we go. Okay, he met with a lot of people. Okay, here we go. Let me go. Okay, hold on. Let me go here. Did you pick up drugs to come? Okay, yep, let's go. Okay, here we go. I stopped right there. The state say he met with a lot of people. James said yes. David James said yes. Even the former president. The state say which one? David James say, that sounds like a white boy. David James say the former President Obama. The state say, what was your understanding would have happened if you have not done these things? Combs, that's when the prosecutor them say objection, and then the judge say sustain. This will be over here on my channel. I'm gonna send it over to you. I'm gonna post this video. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and this will be on. So to read this is a video, and this is over here on Dolby. It's over on my channel, Dolby Milton 3 on YouTube. If you would like to see it, and while you're over there, please subscribe to my channel. I'm on my way to 1,000 over there with this one here. Y'all know my other channel tried to slap me in the face and took it down. But anyway, here we go. Let's go. I don't want to read that. We are working on this one here. Okay, this is happening here. Okay, no, they talking about Justin Bieber. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Now, okay, let's go here.
And I know we're just a day into it, and now we're into day 2.
Okay, we don't
anybody that supports rappers of any kind, and I'm talking about the commercial rappers. I'm not talking about Christian or gospel, but these rappers, the Snoop Dogg's, the 50 Cent, any of them. Ice Cube, I like Ice Cube, but even any of them. I'm like, what do you think you're supporting? It's crystal clear what it is you're supporting: sexual degenerates, alphabet mafia people. It's like if you, all the drugs
Let's go on travel.
that they're ingesting just brings down inhibitions, and all they can think about is sexually pleasuring themselves. And that's how you get into a no holes barred situation where people are entering you from any orifice that they want to because you're so drunk high and you're just chasing a sexual high. But this whole thing just early on is just like, I'm so glad I've moved away from rap music. I'm so glad that I was critical.
Here we go. We finna step over here. God, ladies. Okay, I'm coming, you guys. Let me just get this up here. Stop down now. Okay, that's fine. Let me put this in here up here. Let's go. 2 minutes ago. All right.
Diddy got destroyed in court, but he also got destroyed on court. Like, Diddy is sick. Do y'all know that Diddy extorted Cassie's mom? And for everybody trying to act like Cassie came from some bum family, they didn't care about her, they got that money up and paid that man off. Listen, it was so bad, the fence was speechless. They didn't even want to cross-examine. Do you know that as much as Cassie laid hands on Diddy when her mama was in town, she went into mama bear mode and literally went to war with Diddy in front of Cassie's apartment while his security was literally guarding him. And baby, it was a mess. There was so many things that were actually turned out. There was also that whole thing with Suge Knight. The criminal enterprise was coming into play. Mark Agnifilo was talking to Diddy's assistant, literally acting like Diddy's assistant was trying to be in it when they ran up on, oh God, my lips are dry. When they ran up on Suge Knight and said they had 3 guns, and Mark Agnifilo tried to act like he just wanted to be in with the in crowd. Y'all, let's get into this because you cannot make this up. Crystal Jackson, thank you so much for joining. You guys, I need to paint the picture for you so you realize just how atrocious this is. Diddy had just brutally beat up Cassie. Now, as much as people want to turn Cassie into the North and South, Cassie had broken up with Diddy. Cassie, according to the personal assistant, Diddy was cheating on her the whole time, had harems. Well, they said when Cassie wasn't around, Diddy was never alone. He never slept alone. So for all those people trying to slut shame Cassie, Diddy was the hoe. Diddy was everything, right? But forget about that. We can drag Diddy later. Let's get to the juice, right? About Mama Bear Ventura. Bordeaux Fornow. Thank you, Bordeaux Fornow. Thank you so much for joining the Title Tells membership. And also, Crystal, thank y'all so much, right? Now, here's the whole point, okay? Let me set this scene up for you before I get to the juice. So, Cassie literally had just been brutally beat because she was trying to move on with her life and get away from a man that didn't see her as anything but a Smex worker that he could slap around anytime he wanted, okay? So then what happened, okay? She was brutally beaten. How do we know? Because on Christmas Eve, Cassie's mom was smart. She took pictures of Cassie's legs, her back, her lower buttocks, all this stuff. She was bruised up. On the way, too, because she said she only saw Cassie about 3 or 4 times a year. She barely saw Sean, okay? That's what she calls him, Sean. On the way there, Lloyd J. Diggs, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for financing me, you guys. Right? What's up, G-Way? Okay, let me stop and be serious, okay? So anyway, so we got that. Now, Cassie's coming home bruised. Her mom doesn't know she's bruised because her mom did not know that Cassie was a victim of abuse. Cassie had been hiding this the whole time, okay? However, on the plane, her mom and Capricorn Car received a very disturbing email. The email was titled Threats. Cassie said, Linda Alois, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all buying me lunch and dinner. Thank you. Shut up for y'all saying Tisa need to miss a meal. Shut up. So listen, so she received a very disturbing email. It was sent to Capricorn Clark and to her. This is Cassie's mom. It was entitled threats, right? It was entitled threats. So the email, the mom read the email in court. It said Sean Puff Combs has promised to release 2 SMEX videos of me. One he will release on Christmas Day. The other one he will release soon after to publicly humiliate me to the world. The email also went on. Imagine it is literally almost Christmas Eve. You're like, oh, why my daughter email me? And you click on Cassie's email and you are reading this, okay? Then it went on to say, she also, what did it say? He also has threatened to hurt me and, hey, what's going on? Oh, look, hey.
I was like, listen, I was like, I'm fine.
What's your name, Mama? The Spot Girl? Okay, we got the Spot Girl. Say hi. Okay, everybody's screaming for me to get back to work. It's nice meeting you. I love your scarf, Mama. It's so beautiful. Okay, so, right? So she said he has also promised to hurt me and I don't know what his name was, Scott, whatever Kid Cudi's real name is. We're just going to call him Kid Cudi. He's also threatened to hurt me and Kid Cudi. He has said that he is going to take both of us out. And it's not going to be by his own hands. He is going to do it. He is going to do it while he is out of the country, so it cannot be contacted to you. Cassie took Diddy's promises to release her SMEX tapes, right? And to hurt her so seriously that she told her mom and Diddy's assistant Capricorn Clark that she felt that she was in danger and told them why. Could you imagine the fear you lived in, that you had to tell your mom that you've been, the whole freak off thing, and also that you're being abused? Exactly. That's where Cassie was. Danielle Walini, what's up, Mama? Said, thank you, Tisa. Looking gorgeous as usual. Great updates. Thank you, Danielle. Also, Honeybee Therapy, thank you so much for the super chat. And Moni, thank you for the super chat. Okay, the judge is going to call us in soon. I'm not leaving yet, but let me get this out. I know y'all like, Tisa, we've been waiting for y'all to get it out, but I keep getting interrupted. Okay, so that's what her mom had. It was the first time she even heard that Cassie wasn't being treated right. And you hear that this mofo, okay? So that's what's going on. Cassie arrives. Sherelle Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. Cassie arrives to the house. The mom is like, Cassandra, takes her into the arms, sit down, tell me what's going on. Cassie, there's pictures of Cassie. They're actually so sad. Cassie looks so like, if you guys are in the trial, you would know how crazy everything looks. Cassie looks so like dejected. She looks like a victim of trafficking. She's sitting there. She looks so young, so frail. Bruises all up and down her body, and her face. It's the humiliation of what's going on with her body, but also the fact that her mom is taking the pictures. It's really sad. It looks like a sex trafficking victim, right? Sorry, but those pictures are like, they're a lot. So anyway, Cassie, sorry guys, these pictures, you have to see them. They are just like so.
I have the pictures.
So anyway, so the mom takes the pictures, okay? And all that's going on. And then she receives an email from Diddy. The mom receives an email from Diddy. Hold on, let me get myself together. Let me make a joke. What's up, G-Way? But Cassie's face in those pictures, I just was there like, you're already broken. You look so young, so fragile, so bruised up. And your mom, you've just had to tell your mom because you fear for your life that one, you're going to be, those tapes are going to be leaked to humiliate you to the world because you dare try to leave your abuser. And your mom has all these questions, finding out for the first time that you were abused. Anyway, I won't cry. Ooh, push through this. Okay, so Cassie came home. She sent her mom the email to Capricorn Clark. I'm 100% certain at this point Capricorn is going to be testifying. Oh, also, if you guys don't know, let me talk something to make me laugh. We did an amazing live last night. They exposed who all of Diddy's sex workers were and everything. We did a hot or not, smash or pass Diddy sex worker edition. It was actually really fun. You guys go check out that live. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm back to laughing and giggling, right? I'm back to laughing and giggling. Okay. So also, Really quick, Tanya Holly, the Brooklyn Meta, said, thank you for your updates. We appreciate you and your amazing heart. Thank you. Also, Tanya Lewis said, great work and thanks for your professionalism. Thank you, guys. Okay, I stopped with the tears. I got myself together, but those pictures are heartbreaking. Leslie Ann Nuri, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so also, he threatened to release 2 tapes, one on Christmas Day, the other one soon after. He will hurt her and Kid Cudi, and he will be out of the country. Oh, Tyrone, what's up, Esquire? Blackburn said, hey, Tisa, I wish I was there today. Lord knows that the assistant's testimony had me on the floor. He's given plenty of lip service. I was in tears reading Cassie's mother's testimony. Thank you, Mr. Blackburn, Esquire. It truly was heartbreaking to be in this thing. Okay, so they asked her, this is the prosecution. They're like, how did you feel? Cassie's mom said, I felt sick. Right? She said she was shocked at the S-tape accusations. She said she felt sick. She said she didn't know who Kid Cudi was, but her focus was on Cassie. She said, now get this. Daniel Walani said, oh, you have such a good heart, bless you. And the Tonga Warrior, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you, Danielle. I'm just a big crybaby, but it's hard. So get this. Then, Kat, and this is the part that makes me sick. Hill with Nona Black TV said, sending love for you, Tisa. Oh, thank you. May God cover my spirit. May God cover my spirit and keep me protected. Okay, and Warrior of the People. Also, Man and True, thank you so much. You said stay safe, dear. And Stacey said you're the only one I said super chats to. I was wondering if the jury had the same internal reaction as you. Let me tell you about the juries before we jump to Cassie's mom part, because it's actually really interesting. Most of the jury was heartbroken the way I was. Even the men were like, when they heard. However, there is one, and this is my opinion, there's one woman on the second row. I think she looks like she's in her, I don't know, like I think she's Black or Afro-Latino, so you know you can never tell. She could be mid-30s to 60. She look, you know what I'm saying? She could be mid-30s to 60. I don't know how old she is, but she is not a fan. I did a live with Mel. He also covers this in the line, and Mel said that he saw that jury when Dawn was testifying look over and say she's lying to the juror next to her. I think that she is going to be a hard nut to crack. Okay, so get this, right? She said she felt sick. However, it all came crashing down when Diddy's trifling butt sent a demand email to Cassie's family. Okay? Diddy tried to extort Cassie's mom and said, I'm going to need $20K to recruit the money he spent on her. Diddy, you just sent this woman's daughter home to her, black, blue, broken. And at that time, Capricorn Clark was Diddy's assistant. So Diddy knows that Cassie sent that email to her mom saying, yo, he's going to extort us, blah, 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 blah. And he's going to hurt me. He said he's going to hurt me when he's out of town. Diddy knew Cassie's mom, the jig was up, and she knew everything he was up to. Okay? Diddy was having freak-offs. And you know what? Another person made a good point. Dante made a good point this morning when I was talking to him. Everybody acts like Diddy was being so generous to Cassie. Bad Boy had signed Cassie. Diddy was using the money he should have been using for Cassie's studio time and sessions and all the stuff what you get when you sign on as an artist to have freak-offs and wine and dine her. Again, Diddy, that's my take on it, right? So anyway, Diddy had the nerve to email Cassie's mom and tell her that he's going to need to recruit the $20K he spent on her daughter. You just sent this girl home black and blue. She is having freckles with you. You are acting like she is your personal prostitute, and you demand $20K, baby. Anyway, Cassie's mom, she was like, how do you know it was a demand? He's like, he sent me an email. He said, can you imagine the evil of this man sending somebody's mom this? I felt like throwing up in my mind. And I literally said, you know what? Everybody that protects Diddy, everybody, baby, God is watching. Anyway, so what did Cassie's mom and her dad do? They did what any loving family would, right? They took out a home equity loan to get the cash up. And they transferred that money to checking. Again, Diddy, in my mind, extorted Cassie's mom. Cassie said he's going to release embarrassing tapes. Diddy knows that Cassie's mom has that email. Diddy then tells Cassie's family, well, you're going to have to send me $20K because I'm going to need my money back. That is extortion. Extortion. And the reason they did it and didn't say you can kiss my butt, what you mean $20K after you've been treating my kid like a rag doll? What happened? Why they did actually do that is because they feared that Cassie, sorry guys, They feared that Cassie would 100%, something would happen to her. And that's what they feared. And I don't think that they were wrong. Gay Kennedy, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so what else happened, right? So they paid the money. It's not over. They paid the money. They transferred it to Diddy's checking account. Diddy even put his banking information there for them to have. He was dead serious about getting this money. Monique Omeo said, thank you. You're a warrior light. Thank you for exposing the truth. They sent Diddy his MF and money, right? They said that they transferred to his checking. He was dead serious about it. Do you understand the balls? And for everybody saying, oh, Cassie was just using Diddy. Cassie was on the come up. Cassie was just saying, you got your money back, mofo. You charged her for everything. Dennis Counts, thank you so much for the super chat, right? Okay, Cassie's mom was like, Diddy was angry. He spent money and that she was seeing other men. Diddy felt complete control over Cassie, right? Diddy sent his payment info. She paid him the money, right? Sent it from their checking account to Diddy's bad boy checking account. That's right. Also, this goes into the RICO, okay? That's what Diddy get. Literally being an a-hole. You intermingled with that extortion attempt. And again, this is legally. With that extortion attempt, Molly Wapa, thank you so much. With that extortion attempt, you intermingled with that extortion. Bad Boys funds with what was going on with Cassie. Cassie should have got 50 million. She got a 60 million. I hope she take every penny from Diddy. Anyway, right? They sent the money. The wire instructions came over email. Diddy was dead serious about getting his money back. But what everybody got to say, remember all these people over the weekend that was calling Cassie the biggest ho in the world, calling Alex Fine a simp when he is the only man that ever stood up for Cassie? Right? He is the only man that stood by Cassie's side and didn't let Diddy sway him no matter how many times Diddy threatened him. What's up now? We now know that Diddy was a sex addict. Oh my God. We all know that I'm trying not to kill nature's creatures, but when I saw a little spider crawling on me, I had to blow it off. Anyway, but I'm trying not to kill any of God's creatures. Anyway, Stephanie Fernandez, thank you so much for the super chat. D Nice said, will Philip Pines testify? He also proves the RICO charges. He actually might, but we got to wait and see. Hibiscus Rose said, love you, Tisa. Great work. Thank y'all. Hold on really quick. Mimi Cool, thank you so much. And also Kay and the kids. Yes, Kay and the kids all day long. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Christine S. said, Tisa, you're human, baby. I'll cry with you. No woman should ever have to endure abuse. But you know what is deeper than that? It's not just about Cassie enduring abuse, that's bad enough. It's about the way even now the public is abusing her. Even now they're abusing the family. Even now they're listening to the lies that, in my opinion, this demon Diddy is passing. And it just makes me sad for the world that people just actually can't see right is right and wrong is wrong. Crystal Jackson, thank you so much for the super chat. So anyway, right? Now here's the gag. They mobilized, they sent the money. Diddy actually did that, in my opinion, as a form of control. Because get this, 4 days after they were scared for Cassie's safety, so they sent the money. The wire instructions came over email. This linked me, the RICO organization, a criminal organization, Bad Boy, to what Diddy was doing privately. Again, the lines are blurred. Wendy Peppercorn said, you're doing a great job. Y'all hit that like button to move up this algorithm. Okay, so also, they said that needed to pay $20K, blah, 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 blah. Okay, they needed to pay the $20K because Diddy demanded it, blah, blah, blah. 4 days after they sent this, guess what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Diddy 100% sent the money back to Cassie and her family. Diddy sent the money back to Cassie and the family. So you requested that $20,000 because you requested that $20,000 because you somehow thought they wasn't going to have it. You thought that they weren't going to have that money, and you could threaten Cassie's family into sending their daughter back to you for you to abuse. Cassie's mom and dad said, you got another MF thing coming. We will sell this whole house and everything we have in our lives to protect our daughter. Okay? We will sell everything we have. They took the home equity out. Again, I need for you guys to hear the diabolical nature. You sent that girl home back in blue. You've been cheating on her the whole time. I find it odd that all the blogs and everything ain't talking about Diddy was the liar, Diddy was the addict, Diddy was the one cheating, and Diddy was the wrong one. It's all curtains and quiet since that's been exposed, okay? You can't cheat on somebody that does that. You can't cheat on someone that has a harem, okay? So anyway, let's think about it. You send her home black and blue because the diabolical, evil, you send her home black and blue. You know, because your assistant Capricorn card was CC'd on the email. Ivy Teacher Wilson said the best court coverage on the internet. Thank y'all. You know, because you sent her, because your personal assistant Capricorn card was CC'd on the email that Cassie told her mom and Capricorn that you had been threatening her. You said you were going to hurt her and Kit Cudi, and you said it was going to happen while you were out of the country, so your hands would be clean. You also said that you was going to release 2 tapes, one on Christmas Day. Imagine flying home to see your family and everybody's going to know what's been going on. And another one soon after. Soraya Melicio said, love you, Tees. I love you too. Thank you, mama. And then what happens? All that shit happens. And instead of showing any type of shame, instead of showing any type of integrity, instead of doing anything, what do? You send an extortion in my thing. You send an extortion thing to her mama and demand $20K for the money you dumped into your little girl who you're sitting there taking pictures of her bruises. Diddy? And you did it because you thought the family couldn't come up with the money. And you thought since the family couldn't come up with the money, they would encourage Cassie to run back over you. But you had another thing coming. Anyway, the mama said that she took photos of Cassie on Christmas Eve with a Polaroid camera. Polaroid was popping back then, right? They took, also I want to say thank you to Jocelyn Rosa. You said, keep up the goodies work. Thank you. Also, Polaroid camera, December 2011. Pics of Cassie. She was black and blue. She bruised. They asked you why she did it. She said, I did it to memorialize this. She said that she had been beaten by Sean Combs. They said that Cassie shaved her head in 2009. Bruises all over her body with legs back on her buttocks. It was a mess. Oh, listen, shout out to Psalms 23:91. Thank you so much. Also, yes, let the Lord cover me and protect me and guide my steps. Okay. They said that they also, the first time she learned about, it was the first time she learned about the abuse. She had kind of asked, because she saw a blind item about Cassie being beaten up in the car, but she called Cassie and Cassie was like, Ma, it's not true. Don't worry about it. Okay. They said after Christmas, Kid Cudi came to visit Cassie at her mom's house. He stayed for a few days, right? Then the next time she saw Diddy was in February. They came to a Fox Hill casino for opening, and Diddy showed up with Cassie and he didn't even care. Anyway, the next time she saw Cassie is in April that same year. Diddy beat up Cassie. They said that there was one incident that happened in August. It was Cassie's 30th birthday. Diddy was invited to the birthday party. However, the family traveled to celebrate with her. She was living in Los Angeles. Cassie had been around Diddy and Diddy stole her phone. Diddy is such a BA ninja. Ashley T, thank you so much for the super chat. Diddy is a BA ninja. He stole Cassie's phone from her, right? And and Cassie's mom said, I was there, and her and Diddy got into a huge argument outside Cassie's apartment. It was D-Rock, his security was standing in between. Imagine letting anyway, they had an argument outside the apartment. They said that, also Cassie's dad was there in court today, right? Just as I think that was Cassie's dad. Anyway, she said she had Cassie's mom had an argument with Diddy outside of Cassie's apartment on Cassie's 30th birthday. They said Cassie was upstairs. D-Rock was standing in between them.
Okay, you guys. Oh, thank you. Special thing. She's doing an amazing job. Thank you. You guys, I got to take a break right now, okay? I see you in short. Let me take a break, and everything got to be charged up. Anyway, you guys, enjoy your lunch, and I'll be back in a short. Wayne, I know we've been up here. Wayne, we've been doing real good. Yeah, we don't get 4 hours. Anyway, I'll be right back in short. Okay, you guys, I'll see you later. Okay.